How's it going, everyone? This is Daniel, the Sci-Fi Sentry, and we are now live. And I would like to welcome everyone to the first live stream series for Consensus number one. And we just wanted to change things up a little bit more. And now that we decided to do more of an open genre type of live stream, and that's why everybody who's on my stream, my guests, Lone Wolf Ronan, Roger 851, the Film Fanatic, we all came to a consensus to speak about and give our opinions, analysis, and make our own little discussions on the films that we are going to be talking about today. And remember, the replay value, there's always replay value on the StreamYard. And now, just to get straight to it, all right, we're going to start off with Hard Boiled. And Hard Boiled came out in 1992. And I'm just going to give a quick little info on it. It was directed by John Woo, stars Chow Yun-fat, Tony Leung, Anthony Wong, and Teresa Mo, Philip Chan. And yeah, it's, of course, it was, in my opinion, a groundbreaking film, especially with John Woo, and the legacy with John Woo just keeps going, keeps going. And now to let everybody know, since this is Lone with Ronan's first live stream on my channel on YouTube, I'm going to let him start off with Hard Boiled. And of course, it's one of his favorite movies of all time. So started off, Lone with Ronan. Tell us about Hard Boiled first, and also just to let everybody know, like before we get straight to like talking about the film when it came out in 1992, like you can give a backstory on it. Just say, how you first watched it, how it impacted you, all that good shit, bro. So let's get to it. Lone with Ronan, tell us about Hard Boiled, my man.
Okay, to start off, Hardboiled came out 3 years after John Woo's The Killer, which is another great John Woo movie. It involves what they call the heroic bloodshed trilogy, which is um, crime action movies that involve triads. So it was pretty much like like a brotherhood with those movies where you have each other's back. With Tequila and Alan, played by Chow Yun-fat and Tony Leung. They're both cops. One of them, Tony Leung, is an undercover cop, and Tequila is just a straight hard cop. He goes by the rules, but he lives in his own code where anything goes with him. He has a sense of justice because one of his partners was murdered in a shootout at a tea house. And he feels like he needs to have a vengeful vendetta against the people that killed his partner. So he goes against the gangsters that were involved in that drug smuggling ring that he was trying to look for. So, and Tony Leung is an undercover cop, like I mentioned, where he's loyal to his boss, but then he's working on both sides, being a cop, doing his duty, and trying to maintain his role as a triad member, being an undercover. So, it's a great movie. It's one of my favorites. But it's just a straight out hardcore, gun fu movie. The two guns with John Woo's trademark and Chow Yun-fat doing his thing.
Yeah.
So it's a great, solid action movie.
No, and Alan, he was playing like he was also an undercover cop, but he was also like their go-to guy, like their hitman, right?
Mm-hmm. He was a hitman for the triad.
Yeah, so goddamn, so having to like freaking go undercover, freaking play by the rules of the criminal underworld, and then still be a goddamn hitman, dude. Like, holy shit, that's freaking crazy.
Yeah.
Like that's freaking crazy. Cause like I mean, Chow Yun Fat. I mean, he pretty much steals the show in that film, especially in the beginning where they're at the tea house, slash birdhouse, and like he's like they're doing like all these old school types of just like their backgrounds in undercover work using mirrors and just like the undercover aspect. You kind of I can't say espionage, but like I guess the way John Woo was like taking the direction of the movie was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a movie that nobody's ever fucking seen before, and like you said, Kung Fu, uh, Tony Leong, dude. Like yeah, I didn't even know it was him, bro, because he had like the crop top, he had like the flat top type of freaking haircut, and I was like, man, I was like, he doesn't look like him, bro. And then I saw it, I was like, shit, I forgot it was 1992, and I was like 12 years old when that movie came out. And yeah, like you said, Tequila had a vendetta because they killed his partner, because his partner was also stubborn, bro. His partner wanted to get the guy that shot him, and then he ends up getting in the way, and then even Tequila freaking kicks him back and shit, says, "Hey man, stay the fuck down. You're shot.
Yeah.
You're bleeding. You're gonna fucking bleed out by the time I'm freaking done with this motherfucker." And then yeah, dude, it was it surprised the hell out of me because like I told you guys, I told Film, and even before I was like, man, I've never seen Hard Boiled, and that's why I remember the face you made. You're like, what? You're like, he looked at me and he said, what? Like you've never seen Hard Boiled? And I was like, oh man, it was crazy. You were gonna say something, Matt?
First comment of the night from Jojo Kun One. Yo, what's up? This is Little Kid Loki. Welcome to the stream. We have 4 watchers right now, and thank you all for joining us while we talk about these 2 awesome films, Hard Boiled and The Last Dragon. So, all right, take it away.
So okay, there's Film Fanatics' favorite homeboy, Little Kid Loki, or what, Lil Loki?
What's up, little Loki?
What's up,
How you
George?
doing?
Yeah, man.
Good on, Jorge.
Shout out
Yeah,
to
man.
Loki.
Yeah, man. Go for it. Thanks for joining us. And yeah, so getting back to it. Well, like I said, I'll start off with a little bit just of the beginning of the part, like I was just talking about the birdhouse, the whole bunch of just crazy, insane, freaking bullets. Unlimited bullets. It was freaking
Yeah,
crazy, man. And like,
yeah.
but like I was just thinking to myself, man, like I've never seen something like that before. I mean, yeah, we've seen like other Western films like Lethal Weapon, stuff like that. But seeing Hard Boiled for the first time in 2021, I was just like, wow, man. I was like, what was I missing for all those years? I was thinking to myself, man, like, and the action, like, I mean, it doesn't even really slow down that much. Like, it doesn't even really slow down. Just that some comic relief, the time when there there was Alan, and he was doing a hit on another guy in a freaking library, and had everything set up, in the library where the book section is, had the gun planted, freaking takes that dude out real quick, walks out like nothing happened, puts the book back. I was like, wow, man, like that's like stuff like that. You would think you would see something like I would see something like that, through like westerns, like I said, like movies I just mentioned. But yeah, man, it was something crazy that I was thinking to myself, man, how come I never saw this movie? But yeah, but now I'll hand it off to my boy Film Fanatic and just start off from there, man. We're just like at the point where we're already at the part where he takes out the guy in the library. So give us your analysis, man. Give us all of your information and everything you got down, everything you have in the head, everything
Yeah.
you got written down, man. Just
Yeah, do you mind if I
let
back
it
up
on.
with the tea house? Man, that tea house scene is like one of my favorite
Yeah.
scenes. There's 3 big shootouts in this movie: the tea house, the warehouse, and the hospital. And John Woo just keeps elevating when it comes to his action scenes. Like when you see the tea house scene, I'm like, how is he gonna top this? Then it's the warehouse scene. How's he gonna top that? Then you get that iconic hospital shootout, right?
Hmm.
When it comes
Hmm.
to John Woo, man, he's a staple when it comes to like Hong Kong action cinema. Dual wielding, shoot 'em up, no reloading whatsoever. It's just like super. super action. And if you're looking for an action movie, this is a movie to watch. And I never seen this movie until Lone Wolf Ronan recommended it to me. We were just chatting. I believe I just saw it this year, if I'm not mistaken. And he just told me, yeah, you should watch this movie. And I watched it, and it blew my mind. It's like 1992. Like you said, we were like 12. I was 13. Like I didn't know about this movie. You know? But going back, I just want to note that little things about this movie. It had a small budget of 4 million, and it grossed 19.7. Yeah, 19.7 in Hong Kong, and Rotten Tomatoes scored a 94% tomato meter, 92 audience score, and IMDb scored it low at 7.8. And I believe it should be like at least an 8.5 or a 9. Right?
Yeah.
And in the tea house scene, you could tell like he put so much work and detail to editing that scene. There's camera shots where it's looking up while customers getting shot up. There's different perspectives of the gunplay, bird's eye view, different perspective of the characters, slow mo, and then fast pace. It's amazing. And that iconic staircase slide of
Oh yeah.
you remember that one, China Fat
That was
with his
awesome.
guns?
Yeah.
That was all improvised, guys. It was not this movie was not storyboarded. Let's just go with the flow. That's how John Woo does it. So
100%.
man.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
one other thing, it did win 2 awards for best editing. Asia Pacific Film Festival in '92 and Hong Kong Film Awards, best film editing.
Sweet, man.
Just wanted to note that.
No, yeah. And I really appreciate it. Orga's Matron. Okay.
Orgasm. It's a song from the metal group Motorhead. That's my buddy from another channel, and we're friends on Facebook as well. And he joined us, and he got yourself another sub. So Jojo Kun wants to know how everyone's doing. That's from a little while back. We're all talking so much about these films that it's hard for me to cut in and cut anyone off. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
We'll be on Facebook. He's with us here as well. So, all right.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Much appreciated, man. I really appreciate the subscription and everything, man. And like I said, just to let him know that let your homeboy know that Gojira 851 is on my channel a lot, man. So I mean, it would be the Sci-Fi Society would not be the same without Gojira 851. So I want to just say that there. And
right on.
But yeah, getting back to the badass part, man. Getting back to the badass part.
The library scene.
The library scene, and
but before that
scene,
you see Alan driving. What kind of car is that?
Oh my god,
jazz
It's a sweet car.
That's a red 70s Alfa Romeo Spider.
Oh man,
that's a badass car. Yeah.
I was like, god damn, man. What kind of car? What car was it? What was it?
It's a red 70s Alfa Romeo Spider.
Oh man.
Because Alan was like, living in style, man.
Yeah, well, man,
right?
Well, shit, man, he was a hitman. So how much money is he making? Just freaking like, man, why are you getting that kind of car, bro? You're freaking hitman making all this money, like, But yeah, but it's got that sentimental value and just that old school vibe to it, man. It just goes with it. You know what? The music too, man. Like the music, you just went with it. Like it just totally went with the film, man. And yes, and how
clarinet, jazz.
Oh yeah, man. He played the clarinet in the beginning. I totally forgot about that. Should have mentioned that when freaking Tequila was getting down, doing that tequila slammer, and then freaking chugging it, and then getting down on the freaking clarinet with his homies.
Yeah, his homie, the partner and his friend, the one who got shot in the tea house. He was playing the drums. I don't know if you noticed.
That was him.
That was his bandmate as well.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we got 2 more in the chat as well. We got Michael Prince, my buddy from Australia. Awesome guy. He and I talk Godzilla all the time, plus other sci-fi stuff. He's in the
What's up,
chat. We
Michael?
also have Erica Glasgow. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. And he's in the chat saying hello. And
What's up, Eric?
Yeah, what is up, man? What is up, Eric Glasgow, my brother, man? I know a long time. Glad to have you on the stream, man. Really appreciate you guys dropping by. Michael Prince, and also little Loki says, Mama Loki says, "What's up?" She's saying hi to everybody on the First
Mama
Consensus
Loki.
live stream. And yeah, man, like, hey, keep those comments coming, man. And like I said, we'll try our best to keep our composure. We're talking about these badass films, man, because I'm already having fun just talking about it. And go back to what you were saying, film, so that way we can pass it to Lone Wolf Ronan, so we can get some more of the details about his freaking film, man.
No, I was just pointing out that his friend and
my
partner.
buddy Alt Iron Kaiju is in the chat as well, saying hello.
Oh.
Hey, Alt Iron Kaiju, how you doing?
What is up, brother? Thank you. Thank you
Thanks for joining us.
thanks for joining us, man.
And again,
Go
I'm
ahead,
sure I
Phil.
can cut you guys off. I'm just trying to let y'all know. I'll try to keep quiet next time.
No,
No, it's okay, brother.
no,
No, it's
no.
okay. Thank you.
Go ahead, man.
Thank you, man, because I can't see, because I
Thank you,
can't see,
Gajira.
I can see the comments, I just can't see who's watching. So, and I'll add them on when I see the comments. I'll throw them on there. But yeah, go ahead and go for it, film.
No, I was just stating that that was Tequila's partner and friend was Benny, his drummer in the band. He's the same guy that got shot up in the tea house after he shoots the chef mistakenly, right?
Meat shield. Meat shield.
And actually, do you remember the flour scene in the kitchen with
Yeah.
Tequila getting flour on himself? That was Chai and Fat's idea.
Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't even know that either, bro. That's freaking
Yeah.
crazy.
So you were saying we left off at Alan arriving at the library. He grabs a book of Shakespeare, right?
Mhm.
He grabs it, sits in front of I believe it was a triad member. Am I mistaken? Lone Wolf.
Yeah, he was a triad member that betrayed his boss,
That betrayed Uncle
Uncle
Ho-
Hoy. Uncle Hoy.
Uncle Hoy, and Alan opens the book, and encased in the book is a pistol with a suppressor, and
Yeah.
it shoots that triad member point blank in the head. Boom. Go ahead, Lone Wolf.
Yeah, that
Take it
scene
away.
in that when you see Alan driving that car, he's all swag, man, just chilling in his car, listening to his music, just like cruising down that road. You know, you're like, what? First, you don't know what it's all about. You know, is he just some regular guy? Is he a triad member? Is he, you know, you don't know who he is at first. So when he gets in the library and, you know, goes through the books and finds that Shakespeare book, you know, and goes up to that guy sitting next to him, and, you know, he asks that guy, you know, wonder why you betrayed my boss. And that guy tells him, you know, I didn't betray him. I, you know, all nervous and everything. So that's when he opens the book and pulls out the pistol, raises it up, and boom, shoots him straight in the head. You know, it was just like, dude, this guy's serious about what he does. No remorse, straight face, nothing, you know. And that scene where Tequila goes in the, you know, library, you know, eating his egg McMuffin. Remember that? That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
You know, eating his McMuffin, wondering what's going on, you know, and, you know, just laying that book on that where the blood stain was like, dude, this guy knows his stuff. You know, measuring the book in the blood pond, you know, starts walking around to the books and everything, trying to find the right book. Then he finds it, you know, which was just like, dude, this guy is a badass detective too. And a good and a hard cop, you know, a straight up, you know, badass cop. So that part was cool, you know.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to add on that, Lone Wolf Ronan, that maybe like I mean, they probably didn't actually improvise on it in the film or talking about it like in the beginning, but maybe he's been after this guy. Maybe he's been after this guy, just putting together freaking evidence pieces and how this guy works that he already knew, like how to, how this guy was already, how the guy that was killed was set up, and then it had that squared little thing off. What's up, Matt?
Hey, we got Alice Angel also in the chat saying that she's Mama Loki. And Jojo Kun saying Mama Loki is changing her name right now. Okay. Eric says, I kind of wish Last Dragon was more fantasy oriented. The last fight was killer. I agree with that. We'll get into that. In a way, I feel it was kind of fantasy. It was kind of like an homage of the later Bruce Lee films. But we'll get into that. Also, my buddy Orgasm trying to tell me about my camera acting a little pixelated. Yeah, I don't have my big light on in my room, so that's why I come in a little off and on. But we'll get to that in a little bit.
Oh, no problem, man. No, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Adam. Like whenever you gotta let me know, man, or there's a comment that I missed, let me know about it. No problem.
Okay, yeah, it's just Lone Wolf was just getting into it, and again, I know I said this earlier. I hate cutting you guys off when you're getting into your groove. I hate that.
It's okay. I cut him off all the time, Bushra. Don't feel bad.
Oh, okay. Now I got you.
No, yeah, but like I'll give it back to Lone Wolf Rome. But I just wanted to, like I said, I wanted to add my own little 2 cents on the fact that maybe Tequila was already finding out how Alan the hitman was already doing how he does his work, how he takes people out, stuff like that. But now keep going, Ronan.
Well, that's where in that scene, just that scene where he grabs the book and just plops it and measures it, that blood stain. He's like, okay, this is too small, so I'm gonna find the book that's that size where I can look for it, and he finds it. So, like I said, he just shows that he's he does detective work too. He knows his stuff. Just that was just tripping me out when I saw that the first time. It's like, wow, he knows his stuff.
Yeah, man, that's just freaking everything from that part was going through, man.
I'm sorry, Century.
No, go for it, man.
No, I was just saying you could just tell, like I was just hopping on what Lone Wolf was saying. You could tell he has experience, and maybe he's been looking for that hitman Alan for a while, and he knows his motives, he knows his moves, he's right behind him. And when he finds that book, he pulls it out, and he obviously finds blood, right, on it. And yeah. Mama Loki.
Thanks, Mama Loki.
Thank you, Mama Loki.
Appreciate it. Thank you for joining the stream. No, yeah, man. It was a. No, yeah, but you have a good point, man. I mean, the whole detective part of it, especially with Tequila, man, like they call him like he's the hard-boiled cop, man. He's literally the hard-boiled cop, So that was freaking what the emphasis on him was, because like Ronan was saying, he plays by the rules, but he'll bend them if he has to. Like he'll bend the fucking rules if he has to. He'll do whatever it takes. Especially that his partner got taken out like ugly style, man. His partner was just freaking. It's like he was target practice, bro, and that was like fuck, dude. The way he got taken out, that was freaking insane, man.
Yeah, his boss was pissed. The superintendent, Pang, he was pissed. He's like, that's my key witness. You took him out.
Yeah,
but like you said, he's a hard-boiled cop.
Yeah, man, and then we get to that point where, like you said, he ends up, Alan ends up going and talking with one of the head guys. It's like, what is Uncle? What was it called? Uncle
Hoy.
Yeah.
Well, in my terms, it's just like saying Godfather. When you're a triad member, they consider that like saying Godfather or, Jefe, So it's like, that's how it works in the triad community. But
so
but the script, man, it's just the the words, what they say, just like everything about like that part when Tequila's back at that jazz bar, talking to guest appearance John Woo is in the movie too. You know, talking to John Woo, talking to Tequila about, you know, that how he feels bad that he didn't get a chance to get those actual people that killed his partner. And that, you know, scene where John Woo tells Tequila, like, you know, what happened to you, man? You know, back then when you were a cadet, you were so sensitive, you know, and now you're like hardcore, you know. And he would tell John Woo, like, well, am I that too much of a hard ass now? He's like, no, those triad guys are harder than you, dude. That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I love
The
that.
time that he gets the time that he gets pistol whipped by freaking Alan, remember? And he ends
Oh,
up
yeah.
finding out that freaking Tony Leung's character goes and ups to, because Tequila is, you know, not interrogating, but he's like, he had a, like, for something in his mind or in his gut said, you know what, these motherfuckers are probably involved and shit like that. And that's when he goes up to, what was the other guy's freaking name? I forgot his
Johnny
name.
Wong.
Anthony
Michael
Wong. Was it
Wong.
Anthony Wong?
Anthony Wong.
Yeah, it was
Johnny
Anthony Wong.
Wong.
And he was known
Yeah,
as
and-
Johnny in the movie.
Yeah, and then freaking Tequila's, you know, freaking, how do you say it? He's getting rough with those motherfuckers, bro. And then freaking Alan just comes and pistol whips him in the freaking face. Dude.
I mean,
was
how
like,
would you
oh,
feel when they killed your partner and friend, right? So
Yeah.
you're gonna confront these fools. No, that's what he did. But then he got pistol whipped, like you said, by Alan.
Well, the funny
Yeah,
part was
dude.
there too, because there's a fun fact in that scene though. You know what he called Foxy? That was Tung Wei. I don't know if you guys heard of Tung Wei, but he was in End of the Dragon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you remember
Really?
when Bruce Lee smacks him in the head? He's like, you know, don't think.
Oh, he's
Neo.
young?
That's
a young
Tung,
student?
that's Tung Wei. Yeah, that's Foxy.
Oh, wow. That's the informant, Foxy?
Yeah, that's Foxy. He's Foxy.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alteron Kaiju. Also, Eric Glasgow was saying that, man, that they haven't seen this movie in a while. So they need to rewatch this badass classic. Always loved how he made his drink, bro. Oh yeah, the slammer, tequila slammer, freaking slams it and chugs it and then starts playing the clarinet. Like, oh yeah.
Yeah. I
Makes
think
me
it's
wanna have
tequila
one.
and soda. And he just slams it so the bubbles will, pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah,
me want to
man,
have a
it
drink now.
And then, okay, safe. We're at the part where we're at the part after he's pistol whipped. So take it from there, Phil.
Oh, man.
Real quick, we got another commenter.
Yeah.
Ready Clicks Films is also in the chat. Welcome.
Oh, cool.
Okay,
Welcome,
and
man.
a question from earlier from Michael Prince. He wanted to know what we thought about the Matrix 4 Resurrection trailer.
We'll go around.
What was that one? What was the comment again? Gojira, if I want?
He wanted to know what we thought about the Matrix 4 Resurrection trailer. I mean, we can go to that. We can wait till after the movie to talk about that, or do you want to? Yeah. Okay. We'll wait on that.
Yeah. Well, we'll get back to that one. Yeah, we'll get back to that one. I haven't even seen the freaking trailer.
Okay. Also, Kevin Lambert, Kaiju Goodness is also in the chat. Just arrived.
Kaiju Pimp.
What's up, Pimp Daddy?
Yeah, I sent you the invite. Kaiju Pimp Daddy. You can freaking hit it up if you want to.
Hey, and
What's up?
What's going on, Reclips?
What was that? Gojira, if I want?
Also, Ready Clip says, hey, Treyu.
Oh, what's up?
What's up, brother?
What is up, man?
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Ready Clips Films, cool, man. Pimp Daddy. Yeah, cool. So yeah, cool. Okay, so what are we gonna? Okay, so we left off at after he gets pistol whipped. So keep going, Phil.
Yeah. So Tequila, you see him fishing, and he meets with the informant Foxy, the same guy that Lone Wolf was talking about, right? And then there's another scene with the superintendent Peng receives a note, the secret note, right? And it's coded by Is it music notes? Lone Wolf?
A music verse.
Music verse. Right. Right. Um, Afterwards, we get the Johnny Wong raid warehouse scene. So I think Lone Wolf, I should hand this off to you.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
dude. This
No,
is all you. This is all you, man. It's all you.
let me paint the quick picture of it. Johnny Wong raids the warehouse with uh, his crew with cars and is it dirt
Dirt
bikes?
bikes. Dirt
Okay,
bikes.
go ahead, Lone Wolf.
Led by Philip Kwok, aka Mad Dog.
Lone Wolf. Sorry, man. Hold on, real quick. What was that, Gojira?
Kevin Lambert, Kaiju Goodness, says he's good. Friends just woke up, sending you love from the UK. We're love from the UK right now.
Cool, brother. Cool. Pimp Daddy.
Thank you, Pip Daddy.
Thanks
love
for the
you
support,
too.
man. You're always supporting the US homies.
Love you too, Daddy.
Pimp Daddy. Hey, he's a kaiju crazy fanatic like we are, Gojira 51. So once you meet him, he's
Oh,
cool,
yeah.
man.
Oh, yeah.
All right, take it away. Take it away, Lone Wolf.
So yeah, that beginning scene when you see Philip Kwok, aka Mad Dog, with his homies riding those dirt bikes, if something's gonna go down. With that music in the background, it's something's gonna go down.
Oh yeah.
So in that scene, straight up guns blazing everywhere, freaking blood squibs everywhere, explosions. Man, that was a great action scene, and that's when Uncle Hoy comes in because I guess one of his associates comes up to him and tells him there's a raid going on. Pretty much. So Uncle Hoy shows up, and Alan is tested whether he should be loyal to his real boss or go to the other side and join Johnny. So he's conflicted. He's very conflicted. He's like, what am I gonna do? I'm loyal to one boss, and then there's another boss that wants me to join him. So what should I do? So Alan's is very conflicted. So Uncle Hoy pretty much tells him like, you got to make your choice whether you kill me or I kill you. And the hardest thing for a person like that, if you have loyalty to someone and then you have to do something like that, that's hard. That's a very hard thing to do, So unfortunately, Alan has to kill him, which is heartbreaking, because like I said, you're loyal to someone and then you have to do the worst thing in the world by, killing someone that was like a father to you, that took care of you. So it was really hard. But he did what he had to do, to prove to Johnny that he was loyal to him too. So, that was tough. But during that time, you see Tequila getting ready to stock up his guns, putting bullets in his guns. Once that happens, another shootout happens. One of the best badass shootouts I've ever seen in a movie. That shotgun, man.
It's not a shotgun. Dude. It's a grenade launcher.
I know, right? Doesn't it look like it was like explosive bullets or something?
At one point, he shoots a dude and it goes through him. And it hits like a wall.
Yeah.
It was like range. Have like freaking hollow point bullets in his freaking shotgun or like explosive bullets,
Yeah, I mean, carry it up.
But that shootout, man, like with Tequila going against all those guys, I was like, man, that's badass.
And you know what? And even with the shotgun, dude, he was getting motherfuckers at long range.
Yeah.
I told you it's a grenade launcher.
Yeah, I was like,
especially with the bike, dude. When he shoots that guy with the dirt bike.
Yeah, he shoots two guys in a bike. He blows up two bikes.
Yeah.
Well, you can put in the shotguns, so those carry a lot further than buckshot. So with the slug, so that's probably why it seems to be a lot bigger in their shots. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, that's shotgun, all right.
Yeah, and mind you, Gojira, unlimited clips, unlimited bullet. Yeah,
it's a good way to fly in these movies.
I know, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is a John Woo universe. So in this universe, there's no reloading at all. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's all, it's
That
all
launcher was
extended.
44. That launcher was 44. Was 40 millimeter. Wow,
Wow.
was it?
Wow.
Yeah, that
I
was
didn't even
amazing.
know that.
Me neither.
Yeah. Neither.
That's your favorite movie of all time, freaking
I
Lone Wolf
know, but hey,
Ronin.
man, I love guns, but I'm not like full on tech gun savvy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 40 millimeter. That is a grenade round. You know, like you'd see
Mm-hmm.
from Terminator 2, that breech loader grenade launcher he used. That's a 40 millimeter grenade launcher. So,
Yeah.
but it's something made for the movie. It looks great. I saw pictures of it. It looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ready Clips Films is saying he's got a good point there in that comment, man.
Harpo
That's a good
utilizes gunfights like kung fu and martial arts action films. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That's
Gun
true.
fu.
Kung Fu.
No, and then I was gonna ask you like the Lone Wolf Ronin. The of course that scene was one of the best scenes in the film, dude. The whole warehouse thing and homeboy before he gets the patch. What was his name? The Mad Dog. Yeah, Mad Dog.
Mad Dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was Mad Dog, dude. That dude was he was a ferocious freaking
Right?
triad member, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit. He doesn't even look it. He doesn't even look. He looks like a short guy with
Yeah.
almost a mullet, you know, looking like George Michael, you know, freaking like
Mhm.
back in like mid 80s and shit. And like and I was like,
That
God
Asian
damn, this
George
dude
Michael.
is yeah, like
Hey,
this
man,
dude
at
was
least he
freaking
has
like
faith.
Mm-hmm. Ta-da.
he was just
There it
dude,
is.
he was a savage, dude. He was a fucking savage in that film,
Yeah.
dude. And
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, like, aside from that whole scene was freaking sick, but I was gonna ask you, Ronan, because like I said, I saw two different cuts. I saw the Cantonese version, and I saw the American dub.
Mhm.
And I was gonna ask, like, was I know they probably didn't give too much information on it when because you know still barely like this is still barely baby hitting like almost 40 minutes into the film, maybe an hour.
Mhm.
That was Alan like was had he went undercover for a certain amount of time that he got like close to those triad members that he you know that he had to choose between those, or is it because he was conflicted because he's also an undercover cop, or like just like what do you think? I mean, I wanted to get your opinion since you brought it up.
Well, it's because I mean, well, we'll get to it like near the end, but I'm gonna. You want me to just mention it now?
No,
Okay.
if you want to, we'll get to it then. We'll just go from there.
Okay.
So
Okay.
just yeah, just go off from there to where we're at when we're right there when freaking tequila's freaking splattering motherfuckers all over freaking bicycles and
But
warehouses and cars and shit.
okay. But the thing you asked about being conflicted.
Lone Wolf, can I say
What's up?
something before you add on to that? I just want to highlight Tony Leong's acting when it comes to him, shooting Uncle. What was his
Uncle
name?
Hoy,
Uncle Howard. You could just tell, right, from just his
from his
eyes alone.
eyes, from his
Man,
eyes.
he's an amazing actor, man. Like Chow Yun Fat and Tony Leong, they're both great actors, individually. But when you put them together, they command the screen. Like they have great chemistry, and
Yes.
John Woo sees that, and he really used that to the T.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Long Wolf.
So back to what Sentry was asking about the confliction between between loyalties between those two bosses. It's just that Foxy was the one that wanted um, Alan to meet Johnny. But remember
Jedi
Foxy
Granville.
was the mole.
What up, Big Walt?
What's going on,
Yeah.
Walter?
What's up? Thank you for joining the stream. Thank you
What's
for the
up, brother?
support.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so what do you call it? Johnny always wanted to meet Alan to go to his side, but he was very conflicted with that. He's like, I'm very loyal to my boss, so why am I gonna join you? So there was like conflict, like I said, confliction there, and then it was Foxy the one that was the one saying that Johnny wants to meet you, man. He knows you're legit, so he wants to meet you. So it was just Foxy was the one that was pretty much telling Alan to go to Johnny's side. But like I said, it's just a confliction there between, who should I choose? My loyalty to.
Yeah,
So
and on,
it's really hard.
and on top of that, and on top of that,
And
being
he's stuck. You know
and
what?
on top, no, I'm sorry. As I just and on top of that, he's an undercover cop.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So it's like a conflict of interest when it comes to being freaking undercover and then fucking having to decide between two freaking triad freaking factions. Like
Yep.
fuck, dude. Now okay, yeah, now it makes sense. Now it makes a lot
Mhm.
more sense. Now that you know that you now that you elaborated on it. So go, keep going, man. Keep going. Keep going, Lone Wolf.
Chad, Red Eclipse says the uncle's death is one of the most emotional moments in action movie history.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a heavy scene.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah, keep going, Lone Wolf.
So yeah, it's just a confliction there. I mean, he has to decide whether he wants, and he's an undercover cop or die by one of these triad bosses. Which one should I choose? So he has to, prove his worth to Johnny by killing Uncle Hoy, which is tough as it is. Like I said, it's very tough to deal with. What should I choose?
Yeah.
Even though Uncle Hoy treated me like a son, like I was his son. So it's very tough, you know. But when you mention Mad Dog, fun fact, he was also a famous Shaw Brothers actor.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was in Five Deadly Venoms, Crippled Avengers, you name it. He was in it. He was like one of the original Venoms
Oh, wow.
in the Shaw Brothers movies. Yeah. And he does choreography to this day still with movies. So he's a solid actor.
I have another fun fact in regards to Mad Dog. I read that he wasn't even supposed to be in the film. He was not in the script. John Woo created his character because he felt that Johnny Wong, what's his name, Anthony Wong, would not present any like threatening presence. So he created Mad Dog. And what's his name, Philip Kwok? He was like the action coordinator for the film. Yeah.
Let's see. No, yeah, I get you. Yeah, because Johnny, you know what? That's a good point, man. Because Johnny Wong, he was more of a nonchalant type of freaking like triad member, dude. He was like, like he tried. Well, just in my opinion, it looked like he had to try too hard. Like he was like too much of a. He tried to be too much of a tough guy, but he kind of like couldn't take him seriously. That's why like Alan. That's why Alan had to play off to him. What's up? Go J51.
Okay. Kevin Lambert says this film sounds similar to The Departed with Matt Damon, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Jack Nicholson.
Okay.
John Woo films have been very inspirational to a full generation of films, from their gunplay, their storytelling. When you guys are done talking, I like to say a little something about this. I'm not as versed in these films as you guys are, but I do know the inspirations that it has given to other forms of media. So I'll go into that later. But that's an interesting thing he brought up, and they have been inspired by John Woo. So okay.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, man. No, thank.
Mention
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Kevin that there's a movie that's actually inspired by The Departed. It's called Infernal Affairs.
Yeah.
It's also starring Tony Leung, and it also stars Anthony Wong. So you should check that out.
Oh, cool. Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, that's a good comment, man. Like, keep the comments coming, and like you said, Coach J, for everyone, you're not interrupting, man. When it comes to comments like that, and it's about, and it pertains to the stream about what we're watching, and it connects to it. It's no problem, man. It's no problem.
Okay. But then Red Eclipse chimed in and said, in a way, Kevin, it's like The Departed and Point Break. So, okay. Good stuff.
Yeah, the original Point Break, right? With Keanu and Swayze.
Yes.
Oh,
There's only one.
What you talking about? There was only one Point Break.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gojira. Gojira. Yes.
Yeah, there's only one Point Break, sir.
Yeah,
Only
what-
one.
There was a remake. There was a remake. I don't know that there was a remake. I didn't know about that.
No,
I
that
didn't
was
know that.
no, that was by the Asylum. Those movies don't count.
No, they don't.
Utah. I want 2. Utah.
I just
2.
wanted. I just wanted to make that clear. I just wanted to make that clear.
Okay.
Okay, just making sure. But yeah, Kevin, if you want a movie that's really similar to The Departed, watch Infernal Affairs.
And we have 10
Kevin,
watches.
just watch all John Woo movies. Just give him the whole catalog. John Woo.
Oh man, well I'll give him the Heroic Bloodshed trilogy. How about that?
There you go.
I better write all this stuff down, man.
I don't even have room anymore.
Running out a lot of homework on your hands. I got a lot of homework too. Shoot.
What was that? What was that? What was that, Gojira?
Film Fanatic, those are called good problems. You don't have any more room? Those are good problems. And in the chat, we have Dark Gable 831. Gentlemen, Lenwood is here.
Ah, Linwood, my bro. What is up? What is up, Linwood?
Hello, Linwood.
Hello, my brother. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
Thank you, my buddy.
Red Eclipse is clarifying that it is the new one that they're talking about.
Okay.
Pretty sure they're joking about boyfriend, but you know.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, man. These comments are coming really freaking quick, bro. I'm trying to keep up with them. They're coming pretty damn fast.
Says, I do you The Departed in the American remake Eternal Affairs. I do know Eternal Affairs also had sequels, which is Departed never as yet had a sequel. And it's already gone. But and then Red Eclipse says the original Point Break is action class. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, fuck that, dude.
Agreed.
Shit,
Bravo.
original Point Break, like Fairchild. Who the hell calls himself Fairchild? Who the fuck is called?
100% pure adrenaline.
Mhm.
That would be a waste of time.
That'll be fun podcast right there. Point Break. Good review.
Right?
Yeah.
I got that one too, bro. We can do that. Okay, so we're okay. Where were we at? Where were we at on back on Hard Boiled? Okay,
So
so
after the Uncle Hoy dies, we're at that part, and then the shootout happens. And what's next after that?
I believe Tequila confronts Superintendent Pang in regards
That's my
to
favorite scene. That's one of my favorite
Yeah, the
scenes.
way he talks to his boss, man.
I love it. That's
He got
how I
some-
would
he's
do,
smart
man.
boy. He got some balls,
That's how I would.
man.
He's
Yeah.
like, who is
Yeah,
this
man.
guy? A triad? A triad? Somehow I don't think he's a triad. But if he
Right.
comes around me, he's a dead duck. Thank you, sir.
you know what? Here's another good question by Eric. Was it Eric? That's another good one, dude. Hey, you
Yeah.
guys, what do you think
Yeah.
about the film The Replacement Killers?
That's a good one. That's a good Chow Yun-Fat movie. Americanized Chow
It's
Yun-Fat movie.
American China Fat, right?
Yeah. He's a hitman too. With Mia Sorvino.
Mina Servio. I haven't seen that forever.
Yeah. That's a
need to
good
watch
one
it.
too. Yeah, that's a good one.
What's that one he did with Mark Wahlberg?
Corruptor.
Yeah.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good
those
one,
are
Good one, Eric.
freaking
Gotta put that on
questions,
my
bro.
And Kevin Lambert says John Woo has done some amazing films. I need to watch more. His films are underrated, very underrated director.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Most definitely.
Yeah, look, Linwood freaking agrees with that one, brother. I know you guys are gonna give me so much shit, bro, but I haven't seen that movie either.
It's been a while. Oh, he's doing the DJ Anubis on you.
What? What?
Oh, I know, man. I know, dude. I know. I'm sorry, man, but yeah, I have not seen that one either. I have not seen that one, man.
Sentry, do
Don't
this.
worry about it, man. I haven't seen it
this.
forever, man.
Do this. Sentry, do this. Boop.
Yeah, I know, man. Hey, man. I know, man. Hey, I got you guys now, bro, so I can get caught up on this, man, because I gotta shift the sci-fi, and now I gotta get into the action, and now the martial arts, and then gung fu and all this, man. So I'm trying to catch up.
Dude, even Linwood was like, what?
I just hit up Lone Wolf, man. When it comes to action movies.
Even Linwood was like, what?
Yeah, Linwood. Hey, do the DJ Nubis, do the DJ Nubis again.
That's it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. Okay, and then we're right back to hard boiled. Wasn't there a part where when after the shootout that Alan like kind of like gets freaking, he gets all depressed and he goes to his boat and he starts crying because
He screams. He screams.
he screams. Yeah, and he goes and he took him out when he took out his old boss.
That's what I'm saying. That was like a very emotional scene.
The movie I watched, that scene was cut out.
Oh really?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
What?
On my version, there's no.
Wow, dude.
The only time I saw Alan by himself like depressed was after he killed that guy in the library when he was folding the origami into a crane.
Oh yeah.
That's the only kind of like sad, depressing scene with him. But him crying, I haven't seen that.
Yeah. Wow. I don't think he was really crying. He just yelled like
he screams on top of his lungs.
Like he was yelling, dude. He just yelled like he was at the edge of his yacht, and he was just he just yelled. Like he just yelled, man.
Well, it looked like he was gonna cry afterwards because he went on his knees and it looks like he was gonna cry, but they cut it over to the next scene. So I'm pretty sure he cried, dude. But they didn't show that. Obviously, that part, you know.
Yeah, I read what do you call it? Red Eclipse Films saying that he did cry, that he did break down.
And Lenwood said that scene in the boat was very emotional too.
Yeah, well, that's why I wanted to. I know that happened a little bit after when you were already talking about it. So that's what I think. That's why I just wanted to add it because we didn't mention it because I just remember that he got because that's when he does those cranes. He does the origami. He makes those cranes and he pins them. He pins them and he hangs them in his boat inside of his boat, right?
Yeah, each one symbolizes this
kill count.
His kill count. People he murdered or killed.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, dude. Motherfucker keeps account of that. Keeps account. Well, it's not really. I don't think it's that much that he regrets it, bro. Because all these guys he takes out are all fucking scum. They're all triad members. They're all Chinese mafia, all that shit. So I don't think he really cares. But like you said, just when a homeboy shoots his own boss, he's like, he gets all freaking.
I think you gotta understand too. When these detectives go deep undercover, man, we're only human. We get attached to people, right? Emotionally.
And it can get really stressful. It's like, God, is this gonna be on my record? Like I have to write in my report like I just killed somebody. It's really tough.
They're with them like 24/7. You're gonna get attached to that person. Look at remember Donnie Brasco?
Oh yeah, Lefty and yeah.
So I get what he was so emotional.
So where we okay? So where we got to that point? So where were we at on that? So we can get to film.
Well, pretty much when Tequila talks to the superintendent, that was just hilarious.
Take that one. You said that's one of your favorite scenes. You said that was one of your favorite scenes.
He doesn't give a shit. He's like, even if you give me all you got, like telling me that I shouldn't be doing this and that, I'm still gonna do it. Whether or not, like, even if you write me up, fire me, I don't care. I'm gonna go on. So it's like, I don't care. I'm just gonna get the guys who killed my partner, whether it's killing everyone. I don't care. He just has that mentality,
Yeah.
So when the superintendent tells if you're gonna cause any more problems, your history is like, oh, I'm scared.
He's like,
Yeah, I mean, and now here, Lenwood, Dark Gable, 831 says he keeps count Daigaro keep count of Lone Wolf's skills.
Yes.
Lone Wolf
yes.
Skills?
Yes. He does.
Yeah.
Right, his son. Is that what he's talking about?
Cub. Yeah, Cub.
The Cub.
Yeah.
Nice one, man.
Cool.
Good one,
So here, so now film where take over from there, my brother.
I think Superintendent Peng meets with Alan, right, on that roof.
Yeah.
And we talk, and he informs Alan that it's his birthday, and Alan doesn't even remember because he's so in too deep undercover. He doesn't even remember his own birthday, and Pang gives him a lighter for his birthday. And after that, this scene where Tequila goes to Alan's boat. Is it Lone Wolf?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he sees Alan, and I forgot what they talk about. They fight about.
Pretty much just like trying to interrogate him. It was like, what are you? Are you a cop? Are you a triad member? What are you?
Top
Who are
triad.
you?
Mhm.
You know, just
And
a
then,
dialogue. It's hilarious too.
yeah, then you get a man trying to come and assassinate Alan,
Mm-hmm.
where Tequila helps him out. Right. I think it was like three of them that come to his boat, and then
Mhm.
Alan eventually gets shot by one of them in the back,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where Johnny Wong comes. Johnny Wong rides with his men and takes Alan to the hospital.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Lone
It's
Wolf.
evil.
Yeah, that scene, just like like I said, John Woo movies have a lot of great dialogue in their movies, like that scene where Tequila's talking to Alan, you're like asking him, what are you, exactly, oh yeah, try and remember, you a cop. He's like, well, you can call me anything you want. You have a gun, so you can, call me whatever you want. You could even tell me to milk a cow. I'll do it. You know? And Tequila's like, well, sorry, I don't like milk. Just the dialogue in that scene is just hilarious. And that when Uncle Hoy's leftover men, those were Uncle Hoy's, associates that were shooting at Alan for revenge against, killing Uncle Hoy. That's a little mini shootout on its own. It's pretty cool with the slow-mo and everything, So that was a great scene too. It was a
Yeah.
little mini shootout. It wasn't like a hardcore, intense shootout, but it still was a good shootout.
Yep.
Even though it was short and simple. So
Yeah, there's a
With the drinking chai on fat drinks at the beginning.
It's tequila mixed with soda, and then he slams it to get the bubbles going.
Yeah, it's like a slammer. It's like a
Slammer.
tequila slammer, like a crown slammer. You just splash it, and you just whatever, so it bubbles up and goes down easier. Yeah, that's a good question though. I thought I just thought it was a crown slammer, but I saw tequila's all shit. It's tequila, so
it's his nickname,
Yep.
yeah. And then you were okay. You were saying No Wolf.
And plus the part, when Alan talks to the superintendent, it's like, what? You got a, guy named Vodka? It's like, no, tequila.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
It's like, I don't care what he is, Huh?
Yeah, they're low key roasting each other. In
Yeah.
The dialogue. Yeah, that's
what I like about the movie, the dialogue too. Besides the action sequences, it's just the dialogue. It's amazing.
Yeah. Great dialogue. I mean, action. It's an action-packed movie, but sprinkled in with great dialogue.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
And back to you, Sentry.
Sorry.
What's up?
And back to you, Sentry.
Oh, what was that?
Back to you, Sentry.
No, I was saying those. What was that, Gojira?
Right Clip says the dialogue is very Shane Blackish, smart, natural, and witty.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I agree.
I'll stick to the bubbly.
Stick
Stick to the bubbly. He'll stick to the bubbly.
There you go.
Yeah, that's something we already know about kaiju goodness, about kaiju pimp daddy goodness.
Salute,
He
Daddy.
loves the bubbly.
Yes, he does.
Gavin Thrones says he can go for some tequila right now. And Red Clip says his name was never revealed in the film.
Nope.
And Dark Gable says Mad Dog is the man.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I was gonna say, okay, so we're at that point where Okay, so we're at the point where they have like a banter. They always have like a freaking they're roasting each other. They roast each other. They talk shit, stuff like that. And then we already went to the part where we already talked with
Right back.
we already talked with what is it called, the director or the supervisor or whoever his name is, and he
Superintendent.
gives the superintendent, and that's when he gives Alan that steel lighter, right?
Right, for his birthday.
Like, yeah, and then from there, and then that's when and after that they go through the whole thing where, like I said, when they try to ambush Alan, and Tequila was there to help him out, and then what do you call it? One of the guys before Alan kills him, they find out the guy that what try to or the guys that try to assassinate him finds out that he's undercover, and then freaking right before Tony Wong comes in, that's when freaking Alan shoots him and kills him right in front, right before he shows up.
Right.
And then and then that's when Tequila had to dive into the water, and he had to go underneath the freaking boat so he can freaking hide.
Just hide.
Shit like that. Yeah, I remember that. And then from there, okay, and then what was next from there? What's up?
Alan's taken to the hospital by Johnny Wong and his crew, and that's where Johnny Wong tells him that he's been double crossed by Fox.
Okay.
Right. So Alan's like, you know what? Let me take care of this guy. And then the next scene you see Mad Dog beating up Fox at the harbor, and Alan comes in and continues beating up on him. But before he shoots him, he the lighter that he got from Superintendent Pang, he throws it in his coat pocket, right, and then shoots him where the lighter is, so he doesn't kill him.
Yeah.
And
so
Fox falls into the water.
Yeah.
After that. So therefore, keeping him alive, and then you see Fox all battered up, all messed up, go to John Woo's bar, and that's where he sees John Woo as a bartender and Tequila, and tells him what happened, and that's when Tequila takes him to the hospital.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, what were we gonna say, Gojira?
Eric says his drink of choice is chocolate milk. Dark Day was laughing at that. Kevin says I have some blackberry gin at the ready. Cool. Ready Clip says pit bubbly.
Well,
yeah, pit bubbly. Yep.
Okay. Eric then says I don't drink, so hey, Eric, I don't drink either.
Hey, does everyone got their drinks? Cheers.
Yeah,
you don't need it. Hey, Eric, you don't need alcohol, Eric. You don't need it, man.
Okay. And Ready Clip says the second best action villain named Mad Dog next to the Raid's Mad Dog.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
And the chat needed Lucic. Yeah.
What's up, birthday boy? What is up, birthday boy? Needed Lucic. Happy birthday.
What's up, Lieutenant?
Lieutenant.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, my man.
Okay.
Thanks for joining the chat.
Okay. Ray Clip says hi to Needed, and Orgasmatron says he has his coat ready too. So. We're all caught up. And 11 views in the chat, and 5 likes.
Cool. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Guys. Thank you. Much appreciated for the first consensus live stream. So, and of course, again, thank you, my guests, my boys, my homies, Lone Wolf Ronin, the Film Fanatic, and the one and only Gojira 851. So yeah, man. So we're almost done with Hard Boiled, bro. Like I said, I'm having fun with Hard Boiled, dude. I don't care how long it takes. I'm having fun. I knew it was gonna go longer than an hour. So freaking okay. So we're at the point.
Ready Clip says that they have 20 kamikaze shots of tequila.
Ooh.
I have no idea what they did to me.
Oh man, kamikazes are harsh.
Nah, man, I
I'll
wouldn't.
stick to water.
Shit.
I'll stick to water.
Yeah, maybe when I was like 18, I'd probably be able to take freaking like maybe like 10 shots of tequila, but I don't know about freaking. I don't know about those, man.
Reddy
Shit.
Cliff is a young lad. You know,
We're
we're
veteranos now, dude.
yeah, we're veteranos, man. We're old men. As you could tell, my
Yeah,
hair is
right.
just not there anymore.
And I got freaking
It's
wolf
not
hair.
sullen.
I got wolf hair.
Yeah, Gojira's the youngest one here so far. So
Yeah, but I got gray in my
There's a
beard as
baby.
well. Come on, I'm getting old. I'm getting older. So I got the Viking pineapple, but it doesn't matter. I got some gray going. Okay.
Still look good. You still look
Lord. Score.
Go.
all right, cool. Nina, go rest up. Go back to bed, bro. Nina's from Germany, man. That's why he has to go back to bed because I think he's probably got to go to work. And what's up, Jad? What's up, JADD Jad?
Oh,
Jad?
Jad, my man. What's up, buddy?
Take
What
care,
is up,
Nina.
Jad?
Get some shut eye.
Yeah, get
Hey,
your
just
shot.
for just for Jad, Armageddon. What?
Armageddon? What?
I just have
Armageddon?
to do that.
Don't make me serenade now, dude. I'm gonna start singing.
And my buddy
I don't
Michael-
want to close my eyes.
Okay. Good stuff.
Cheers! I'm drinking water. Hell yeah, bro. You don't need alcohol. You don't need alcohol, Kid Loki. You don't need
Yeah,
that
we
shit.
don't
Bro.
need-
Stay away from alcohol, man.
No, Mama.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Mama Loki.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so now back to hard boiled. Okay, so we're at the point where Tequila takes him to the hospital.
No,
Tequila
Johnny
takes-
does. Johnny does.
No,
Okay, Johnny.
No.
Okay, no.
I thought it was Fox.
No.
I thought Tequila takes Fox to the hospital, right?
Yeah. No,
After he
I
gets
know.
Tequila takes what do you call it? He takes Fox to the hospital, but Johnny takes Alan to the hospital.
right.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah.
Take it from there, film. Take it from there.
Oh no, like what I said. He's been double crossed by Fox where he gets shot, but he places the lighter onto his coat pocket, right? And obviously it doesn't kill him because of the lighter. And then you see Fox end up at John Woo's bar, right? Who he plays a bartender, and
Yeah.
and Tequila's there, and Tequila then takes Fox to the hospital. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Lone Wolf, that Fox informs Tequila about Wong's gun, his arsenal of guns in the
Mhm.
hospital.
His gun cache, yeah.
Right. And yeah, so it's located in Maple Hospital. And Tequila, he tries to hide Fox, but then he switches him off to another room. But Mad Dog gets to him and kills off Fox, right? Freaking like slits his throat, throws him in the freaking laundry chute. Mad Dog's insane. And what happens after that, Lone Wolf?
So after that, pretty much Tequila's looking for Fox because he's like, I put him in that room. Where'd he go? So he ends up, seeing blood trails everywhere, and it leads up to that hamper or the laundry chute. So him and Alan chase after Mad Dog, but it's too late, obviously, because the elevator closes. So that's when, I guess, in that scene where they're in the, waiting room, Teresa Mo shows up, and she's asking what's going on. And that's when she's asking about Fox, and she's like, well, Fox is dead, and Tequila tells her, I'll give you a signal when it's time to evacuate.
Thanks,
You know?
Kevin Lambert, my brother Kaiju Pip Daddy. Good.
Also, Jojo Kun, thank you very much.
And thanks also Reddy Clips Film saying that we're up there in age, but we're still fucking rocking it, bro. So we're still fucking getting down and representing shit. So appreciate that too, man.
Question. Did John Woo always use a 9mm Beretta for his hero characters? Just curious. From what I've seen, they have, but I've only seen
Yeah.
like bits and pieces of those. So, gentlemen,
Um,
Usually he does, right? But and it's usually
yeah, do well then.
dual pistols, and John Woo uses a lot of doves in some of those shooting 'em up gun scenes, and I mean he plays a lot of contrast too. When it's action, he plays a subtle music, slow motion, and when he uses the doves, I think it symbolizes peace. And when you see it fly away, it can also symbolize um, uh, like what is it? Like I forget. It was just I think it was just peace, but it symbolizes something else. Just I'll come back to that.
No, I agree, man. Shit. He knows how to use everything. He knows how to put the music together. He knows what he wants using the dual guns and freaking like he put like I mean like I said I'm not that too knowledgeable on him, but when I saw like I said from Hard Boiled, from just the music, man, the tone, the dialogue, everything just fucking works. He puts it together.
Yeah.
It's just he just puts it work, man. Even putting the drama put together with the banter and all that shit, it just works, man. Like everything about this film, like I mean, even the points where it slows down, it doesn't even slow down that quick. It jumps right back to either, getting dramatic, or between Tequila and Alan that are, bitching at each other or shit like that, or when Tequila's flirting with what's her name, with Teresa. What was her name? Was it Teresa?
Teresa Mo.
Yeah, all of it works, man. So go ahead, keep going, keep going. Oh, what's up? What's up? With your F1?
Dark Abel asked Mad Dog, "Is the lizard from Five Venom?" Wait, hang on. Mad Dog is the lizard from Five Venoms. Am I right, Lone Wolf Ronin?
Yes, it is. That's
Okay.
the lizard, and also um, there was a what's his name? I have to look through my notes here. Lo Mang. He was also in the movie too as Lonnie, one of Uncle Hoy's men. He played the Toad in Five Deadly Venoms too.
Oh wow, shit. Damn, I gotta do my fucking homework, man. Dude,
You're slacking, son.
I
You're
know,
fine.
man. I
It's
love
alright,
you.
man. I don't want to homework
Hey,
too.
was it DJ Nubis? I love you, Sentry, but you're killing me, brother. You're killing me.
You want me to do the century again? Or what?
Yeah, man. Okay, now we're go. Sorry, finish up where you're at, film, and then we'll jump in right. We'll throw it right back to no. I'll from what I remember. Take it away from where we were at, film, and then I'll see. I'll jump after that. I'll jump
Where
out.
did
I'll
we
jump
leave
on
off
after.
at?
You were at
What are we
the.
leave off?
They
Hospital.
switched. They switched. They switched. They were switching. What's his name?
Foxy.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So he gets
Yeah.
killed by Mad Dog, and
Yeah.
Tequila and Alan like look for him. They team up, and he finds I think they find a secret entrance to where Wong's keeps his arsenal of guns,
The
and
armory.
yeah, right, and they find it in the morgue, right, Lone Wolf?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it morgue? They find those, yeah, and they try to get in. Well, they get in the first entrance, but the main entrance, uh, they were having trouble getting in. But at the end, Alan ends up like getting wires and he electrocuting himself on accident. And while he gets electrocuted, Tequila remembers his partner Benny getting shot up in the kitchen scene. And I think like that's when he like really felt for that guy. He's like, man, that was just like my partner. I don't want to see another one die. So go ahead, Lone Wolf.
So after that, they pretty much go inside the guns cache and they run into Mad Dog, and that's a straight out brawl.
Yeah.
Fists and everything, and Mad Dog can actually take hits. It's like he's like the Terminator,
Oh man,
know?
yeah.
With the missing eye and everything, and the freaking
Terminator with one eye.
Yeah, So
Gojira has something.
Was that Gojira?
All right, so Kevin says, I love Lone Wolf Ronin knowledge on these films. This is defo his genre, and he is the best to go to for advice in martial arts and action films.
100%.
Yep.
100%.
And Tron says, has anyone, including in the chat, ever heard of Motorhead? I'm just curious, what is rare Motorhead fan from it? Yes, I have heard of Motorhead. They are awesome, gentlemen. Have you heard of Motorhead?
Yes. Rest in peace,
yeah, man.
Yes.
Who hasn't heard of Motorhead, man?
Gotta show the Iron Fist.
Yep.
Gotta show the Iron Fist.
Hell yeah, man.
I only listen to Bon Jovi.
Of course, man. I'm living on a prayer right now.
I'm kidding. And Aerosmith.
Lemmy was the shit, bro.
Yeah,
Lemmy was the shit. May he rest in peace, man. Lemmy was the shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the old question: who win a fight, Lemmy or God? Trick question. Lemmy is God.
Oh,
Nice one. Nice one.
Yeah. And homeboy's British.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that quote's from, right? That movie, Airheads.
That's a good movie too.
Brent Fraser,
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
And Lemmy was in that movie too. Yeah, they got Lemmy to be in the movie for 10 seconds too. So yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, man. Sorry to interrupt you. Sorry to interrupt you again, Lone Wolf. Okay, keep going, brother. We're almost there. We're almost to the best part of the movie in the end, bro. We're almost
no worries, man. I'm checking out the comments too. Yeah, we do. Lenwood, miss you, bro. We do have some good convo. I miss you, man.
Mm-hmm.
And
what is he doing right now? What is he doing right now? I can invite him onto the stream.
Yeah, hop him on, dude.
Yeah.
You down to get on, Dark Gable? You down to get on?
One of us.
One of us.
Come to the dark side. Come to the dark side.
Come to the dark side.
Hey,
yes.
Hard boiled. Okay, the John Woo film Hard Boiled. Yes.
What was that? What was that, Gutierrez? Sorry, I didn't hear you, man.
Michael Prince is asking in the chat what film we're talking about. We're talking about Hard Boiled by John Woo, starring Chow Yun-fat. And this movie sounds awesome. And the moment I can, I'm buying this, and I'm going to give us a watch.
Yes, on Blu-ray.
Yes.
You won't regret it. You will not regret it. If you buy it, dude, even if you buy it on DVD or Blu-ray, you will not freaking regret it, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, should I show them now?
Might as well. Let's take a break.
Yeah, just show them. Just bust it out, man.
1, 2.
That was dope.
3. 4.
Yeah, that's
Hey, Gojira 851 and chat. Century, what's Lone Wolf Ronin's 5 favorite movies?
Hard boiled, and hard boiled.
Yep. Yep. You guys know me so well.
Yes, we do.
Hey, so Dark Gable, Linwood, you down to get on? I can send you a freaking invite, man, if you want to join the stream.
Yes, you must buy this movie.
Let us know. Let me know, man. I'll send you an invite.
Yes, you must buy this movie. Do it. Do it.
Okay.
You know you want to. Do it.
Lone Wolf Ronin actually has the original poster too, right?
Yep. In my room. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, we're almost done. Okay, get to it. Keep going, Lone Wolf. Keep going.
So yeah, leading up to the hospital cache where the gun cache where Mad Dog is beating the hell out of Alan and Tequila with his fists, kicks. It's just a straight up brawl, I mean, even when Tequila grabs the AK and puts it around his neck, he's still unstoppable. It's like, dude, this guy can fight and he's unstoppable.
Even when they enter that room, this guy is on the freaking like one of the pillars or what is it? He's
Mm-hmm.
with two chains in both hands, and he does a flip, shoots down and kicks both of them.
Yep.
Hey guys, give me a second. Give me a second. Let me add
Yeah.
let me add Linwood, man. We haven't
Oh,
we
yeah.
haven't talked to him and seen him in a while, dude. So let me add him.
Please
Hold on.
join us.
Give me a second.
On
I'm
the
gonna
dark
go.
side.
I'm gonna go sideways. So give me a second, guys.
All right.
Hold on. Let me just
Yeah.
keep going. Keep talking about it. Keep talking about it.
So yeah, that brawl,
can't
man,
stop
that was
right
just
now,
like
right?
intense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Philip Kwok still has it going on, even though he's like older now. He can still fight.
Oh wow.
You know, he can still actually fight.
Well, you could tell why John Woo like wrote a character for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what he's
Mhm.
capable of, and he just his look is just sinister. Like you don't fuck with that guy, right? You
Yep.
see him in front of you, like nah, I'm going the other way.
Intimidating, dude. I wouldn't mess
Peace
with him.
out, dude. One
Intimidating.
eye. Yeah.
Very
Exactly.
intimidating. You know,
Exactly.
very intimidating.
So I think after that Lone Wolf, there's a shot of there's another scene with Teresa. She sets off the alarm,
Mm-hmm. The
right?
fire
To
alarm.
evacuate the patient. Yeah, right. To evacuate the patients,
Mm-hmm.
and then uh, Johnny, sees what's going on through the camera, and he turns on the gas.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Turns on
Yep.
the gas, and Mad Dog gets away, and then this is where we get the iconic hospital shootout.
Come on
So-
in, Linwood. I sent you the message. Sorry. I apologize, Film Fanatic, my brother.
Oh no, don't.
Linwood,
No.
I already sent you. I already sent you the invite on Messenger, man. So just join in whenever you want, man. We haven't. The reason why I want to add him is because we haven't seen Linwood. Dude, when was the last time we talked to Linwood?
Ooh, a long time, man.
Oh man, I think I
Very
still
long
have
time.
hair.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he jump in anytime you want. Okay, now continue, my brother. Sorry.
No, I'm just throwing an alley to Lone Wolf Ronin, so he talk about the shootout at the Maple Hospital, the iconic shootout.
Oh, shit.
Yes. But before then, the hospital gets locked down. Patients getting killed by Johnny Wong. So he talk about the shootout.
What?
Iconic shootout. My brother, how are you? But before then, the hospital gets locked down. Patients getting killed by Johnny Wong. So he talk about the shootout. You gotta rub the leg.
The champ is here.
You guys hearing an echo? You guys hearing an echo in the back? I'm hearing one.
Yeah.
Kind of muffly.
I'm thinking,
Who is that, me?
you gotta rub the leg. Yeah.
You guys hearing
Someone's gonna turn out.
I'm hearing one.
It's not us. I heard an echo.
That's an echo. Let me hold on. Let me take you off. Let me take you off and I'll add you back on. Hold on.
What's going on? What is going on?
Sounds like a bunch of birds chirping.
Sounds like it's me on repeat.
Okay, is it gone? It's gone now, right?
Yeah. But you got to read
Okay,
Adam again.
let me add Linwood back on. Let me add him back on and then see if it goes away. Hopefully.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Red Eclipse says that they're down to join as well.
Mm.
Well, we're good for now, bro. We're good for now. Hold on.
So Lone Wolf,
Yep.
you ready for the shootout?
Yes.
All right.
Well, we're good for now, bro. We're good for now. Yeah, I'm still
Can you
hearing
hear us, Linwood?
in the background.
Is there any echo?
He's gonna have to turn it off. Shootout. turn the chat off.
Yes.
All right.
All right, are we good now? Can everybody hear me?
No.
It's still on there. Turn off your mic. Turn off your mic, Linwood, and turn it back on.
All right.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Linwood?
No, he has his mic off.
Yeah, and see if he turns it back on.
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you guys.
Better now?
Oh, you can hear us, Linwood?
Yeah, I hear you guys great.
Yeah, and see if he turns it back on.
Can you guys hear me?
Chat open on their website. So if you push mute on them, we can hear each other better.
Better now?
Oh, you can hear us,
Yeah, I hear you guys great.
There's like feedback.
Yeah, it's like feedback.
Chat open on their website. So if you push mute on them, we can hear each other better.
Are you on your laptop, Linwood?
Yes.
Can you think you can try it? You think you could try? Can you think you can use it on your? Can do it on your phone?
Open on their website. So
Are you on your laptop?
Yeah.
You think you could try it from your cell phone? Linwood? You think you could? Yeah, I think on the cell phone it would be a little bit easier. It's
That's
because
what he's doing right
you know
now.
what?
So hold on.
Yeah,
That's what
remember remember with Gojira 851 when we were doing the very first stream on StreamYard, dude, we had the exact same problem. Remember?
yeah.
Yeah, we had the exact same problem because I was using my laptop. We were getting nothing but feedback and echoes.
Really? Freaking Reddit clips. It sounds like Trio is having sexy time while playing a horn. What can I say, man? I'm horny.
Yeah, we keep
Getting
okay.
over here.
Keep going where you guys left off.
Yeah, you guys ready for the talking about the hospital shootout?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that hospital shootout, where they're getting, they're loading up their guns, they're stocking up on ammo to get ready for the shootout, and they're trying to figure out how to get out because they're still stuck in that guns cache.
Yeah.
So Tequila busts out, the C4, blasts it. And that's when one of the best, I'd say, in the whole movie is the best shootout in the movie. Guns are blazing, like I said, blood squibs everywhere. It's it's a great scene. It's just nothing but straight up action at the last act. So now going back to you, Fanatic, how do you feel about the whole shootout?
Okay.
Oh,
Now we got him back. Now we got him back. You good, Linwood?
Can you hear us?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
Now, yeah, we're good now. We're good now.
Now then.
We're good now, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
good now, brother. No, said we had to. Sorry to cut you off, Lone Wolf, but the reason why I wanted to get you on here, dude, is because we haven't seen you in a while. We haven't talked in a while, and that's why we wanted to get you on this live stream, bro, so we can just talk about it. And from here, we're talking about Hard Boiled, and then we'll get to the Last Dragon from there.
I have one question.
What's up, brother?
Am I the meanest?
Show up.
Oh,
Am I the prettiest?
Show
up.
Am I the baddest mofo low down in this town?
Show
enough.
I can't hear you.
Show
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, rock it,
Shogun.
brother. Rock it, dog.
Oh,
rock
you
it.
forgot the Shogun of Harlem.
Yeah.
Shogun.
Yep.
That's where Lenwood's been. He's been practicing that.
Of course,
Yeah,
man.
probably. Yes. I would say, yeah, correct.
Hey, Len,
What's going on, Hoser?
since you just hopped on, you want to talk about the iconic hospital shootout scene?
Whew. That was one of the baddest scenes I ever seen in my life. I
Mhm.
I remember it. Let me try to think
Elaborate.
here.
Elaborate, my brother. Elaborate.
Okay,
Tell us. Let
okay.
us know.
So we're at the point in the movie. I'm getting my memory back here. It's been a minute. We're at the point in the movie where it's a shootout time, of course, because you remember they had to bust out of where all the guns and stuff were. If I'm not mistaken, Mad Dog locked them in.
Yeah.
And so when they got out, that's when that's when the shootout began. Now,
Mhm.
one of the things I could say about that shootout is that it was so intense and emotional at the same time. Because when watching Tequila and Tony Leung's character, who's the undercover, shoot it out with them, and you're thinking, how in Sam Hill are they going to get out of this situation? Because they were outnumbered basically, what, 3-1?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm saying it correctly, you know, Lone Wolf. And
Yeah.
when that happened, and the way they got out of it was just like the shootout with the part where I think it was Tony Leung's character with shooting out with Mad Dog, and they had that scene where, of course, they copied again in Hard Target with the glass,
Yes.
and they started shooting other through the glass, and the way they did it, of course, you know, John Woo does it better than anybody, but it was just a sheer slow. You know, a lot of people can't use slow motion good. They think they can, but they can't. John Woo was able to make slow motion like art. The way it worked with the gunplay, he moved, and how Chow Yun Fat turned and flipped and slid. It was just the I love the way, you know, John Woo did the slow motion of that, because it was just, it made you be able to not only, you know, I know it's kinetic, but you could see everything. You could see it to slow down, going, oh my God, you know, the bullets flying, and, you know, especially the baby scene. That was just classic to me. That's just, you know, what was it? Tequila got on fire and the baby peed on him
Yeah. Yeah.
and took the
Yeah.
fire out. That was
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah.
And he was singing the little boy a lullaby while he's shooting cats.
Yeah.
That's little baby, bang! Don't say a word, bang! I was like, wait a minute,
X-rated action.
wait, and the baby stopped crying. That was
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
I was like,
That was, man.
that's just classic. And Anthony Wong was just so sadistic in a way.
Yeah.
But Anthony Wong can play so many characters. If you look at his film history, he can play a nice guy 1 minute, a poor guy the next minute, but then play a nasty, sadistic rascal another minute. So he has a very good acting range. And if you look at that movie, he brought out, to me at least, Tony Leung was always a good actor, but he really brought out the best in both Chow Yun Fat and Tony Leung in this movie. Because if you're going to have a villain, you need someone to bounce off of. And if you got a villain that's it doesn't really matter. I mean, you still like the movie, but it ain't the same. But when you have good banter between the three, it works. That's just my opinion about it. It's just fantastic.
You have a good point. You have a good point, Linwood, my brother, because like Tony, what's his name? Tony Wong?
Totally. Well, you talking about the bad guy?
Yeah, Anthony Wong, right?
Yeah, that's correct. You go on, Tony.
Yeah,
you know.
He was able to change it up, like in different parts of the movie. He can be nonchalant. He can be nonchalant. He can be a fucking dick. He can be freaking precise, and he can be like multi versatile. He was multi versatile in the movie.
Exactly, and that makes a difference. I think, you know, and then if you got to look at it too, what I like, that I might be jumping ahead a little bit. Mad Dog may have been a killer. Mad Dog may have been working for Anthony Wong's character, but he still had compassion for others.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to think about this. Now, Lone Wolf, you probably remember the scene. Remember when Anthony Wong was shooting the patients,
Mm-hmm.
and Mad Dog got pissed off at him. He's like, "What are you doing?" You know what I mean? It's like, come on, because even between the shootout between Tony Leung and Mad Dog's character, when the patients got in the middle, they stopped and they waited until they passed. They go, "Okay, now we continue shooting." That's respect, man. There is still a code with Mad Dog, even though he's a rough and tough dude like the Terminator. There is still a code with that man. And so that makes a big difference. At least that's my opinion from what I've seen there. It's been a long time since I've seen the movie, but as I keep thinking about it, good movies never leave your memory. And this is the kind of movie that when you see it, it's just that it's it's one of those ones that you can watch it over and over again and you can't get bored by it. I'll put it that way. But that hotel, not hotel, I'm sorry, the hospital scene, that's one of the best I've ever seen. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I agree, man.
I agree.
Just watching on Peace out, Red.
All right, Red, be cool, man.
One of these days we'll get you on, man. Just like freaking, just want to keep it to a little bit limited today, man, because who knows what other problems we're gonna have if I had somebody else, man. So
yeah, you might have more echoes.
Yeah, so yeah, but next we'll get you on sometime, man. But peace out, bro. Thanks for joining the stream, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on, guys. I know. Well, I'm back.
We missed you, bro.
Missed you, bro.
Yeah, as you know, I've been a lot been going on lately between work and family and But oh yeah, wait a minute. I forgot. Film Fanatic, happy birthday. I can say it to you personally now, bro.
Thank you, boss. I appreciate that, man.
I know it's late as all get out, but man, yeah, happy birthday. I hope you had a good time. I hope everything worked out well. I hope that you got what you wanted.
Yeah, I got a bucket of fried chicken and some rice. That's it. That's all I need.
No girls?
Huh?
Wait a minute. Sci-Fi didn't send you that. No. Sci-Fi didn't send you the stripper over there for you, or what? He didn't do that. He's supposed to do that for you.
I think he sent it to my neighbor because I heard him yelling.
Oh no, I'm too. I'm too cheap. I'm too cheap, bro. I won't send him a freaking stripper. I'll just send him a freaking girl from a brothel.
Girl from what?
Yeah,
yes, I'll just send you a woman from a brothel, bro. I won't send you a stripper.
Oh, you just going bottom of the barrel, ain't you, man? Hey,
yep.
give him a little bit of credit. Jeez.
Hey man, I'm tight. I'm tight. I'm a little tight right now. I love my brother, man. I love my brother, but I'll make sure she's everything. She's clean. She's everything.
Shut up.
I'm just joking, bro.
I'm a good boy. I'm a virgin.
Hey, Fanatic,
hey, man,
I
just have this question, dude. This guy right here, Michael Prince 54, keeps saying this. He says, "What the hell's going on in Australia?" So what the hell's going on in Australia?
I don't know.
That's the last time I'm saying this, but I have a question. Do you know what is happening in my country, Australia? No, what's happening in Australia, man?
I don't know.
I heard a lot of chaos right now going on.
Yeah, that, but I don't know what the deal is about that going on.
No,
I had no idea.
I have no idea. Huh.
Okay.
Just a lot of ruckus. I know that for sure. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
I know.
And not in a good way, from my understanding. So that's
not Wu-Tang style. Not Wu-Tang kind of ruckus, like real ruckus.
Or samurai ruckus either.
Nope.
Right.
Well, sending you positivities and good vibes, man.
Amen to that.
Mm-hmm.
Says our freedoms are getting taken away from us in Victoria, New South Wales, and Queensland. Hold on.
Damn.
Good Lord.
Country's becoming like a communist state. Oh shit.
Well,
sorry to hear that, my man. Yeah. All right, let's get back to the movie, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so get back to the freaking movie, dog. All right, so yeah, so all strippers and brothel women aside, let's get back to it. So we're at the freaking we're at the hospital, the shootout, the Mad Dog. We find out Mad Dog has honor. He has a sense of honor. That's why he doesn't kill pure innocent people. Mm-hmm. So that's what we were led into with Linwood and everything. So
yeah.
But yeah, man.
Yeah,
so he does have a sense.
That was a great scene. You know, they put
Yeah.
they both put their when the patients were between them, they put both their guns down.
Right. That's what
You
I'm
know?
saying.
That was awesome. I was like, whoa! And that's when you saw Mad Dog became good, because like what Lynn was saying, when Johnny Wong started killing off those patients, those innocent people, Mad Dog shoots him, right? Didn't he shoot him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. He just ran out of bullets.
Right, and then
If he would have killed the man, I wish he would have got him. But he ran, and I knew when he ran out of bullets, I said, oh man, he had him too. He was going to
Yeah.
shoot him.
yep, and then he gets killed by Johnny Wong, his boss.
Yeah. Scumbag. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, but the hospital shootout scene, man, just those two, Tequila and Allen, in the hallway, going
Yes.
crisscrossing each other in slow mo at one time, and Tequila stepping up with his shotty, boom, and then you see Allen go across from him, shooting another guy. They just take turns shooting up bad guys, and then you see them getting to the elevator. So this shootout scene is like two levels. One level, and then they go in the elevator, and it's another chaotic shootout in that level. So Lone Wolf, go ahead, take it from there.
Take it, brother.
Well, once you get to the elevator, don't forget the part when Alan accidentally shoots a cop.
Oh yeah, he shoots a
yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
when
yeah.
Alan
Yep.
was like, "I just shot a cop," and
Yeah,
he
that
was like,
broke
"No,
his
you
heart.
didn't. That's bullshit. You didn't kill a cop." It's like, "I did. I swore I did." He was like, "No, you didn't. That's fucking bullshit. You
Yeah.
didn't. You didn't kill a cop.
Yeah.
So wake up. Just face what you got to face and do it." you know?
Exactly.
So then that's when Tequila opens up. It's like, "Yeah, man. I mean, I know how you feel because back in the tea house, I shot a cop or an informant." And he's like, "You did? Yeah. You know, Pang told me about it." He's like, "Yeah, so don't, it happened to me too." So he's like, "So you're saying the person I killed was a cop?" He's like, "Yep." He's like, "Fuck."
Yeah. That is correct. You should say that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, they have good chemistry in that movie. In that Tony Leung and Chow Yun-fat have very good chemistry in that movie. It's like a love-hate relationship with each other in that movie.
I agree. It is, but you know what? They still respected each other at the end of the day, and that was made the difference because I think Tequila's character really understood. He was undercover, and you know how you can catch wind if someone's undercover. Remember back at the warehouse, or was it the garage? Remember Tequila had the gun on him, and he ran out. He said, "Click."
Yep.
Tony could have blew him away if he wanted to, but he didn't.
Oh, that's right, with his revolver, but he ran out of bullets. You're right.
And that's when if you think about it, that's when he kind of figured out, okay, this guy is undercover. He's a cop. But go ahead and continue, Lone Wolf. I didn't mean to break you up, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, no worries, man. No worries, man. So yeah, like that shootout, and then since you mentioned the whole baby scene, that was hilarious.
That's classic.
With the lullaby, and then shooting that guy in the freaking, was it the chest or the stomach? He's like, "Ooh, X-rated action. Don't see that."
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole shootout, like I was speechless. I was like, man, nothing but straight action.
Nobody
no
would,
filler, nothing.
Nobody can. John Woo could do that, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have a lot of imitators that try that because if you remember, after this movie came out and everyone saw it in the United States, you know how Hollywood tried to copy that in some movies, and it didn't work.
Yep.
It was like because they tried to, how you chop camera stuff where all of a sudden you see somebody running, then all of a sudden you see the stuntman doing a slide. Whereas Chow Yun-fat and them were doing the stunts themselves.
Yep.
And that makes a difference.
Yep.
But that's my opinion.
I completely agree. It feels like now you got, I mean, the closest thing to gunplay and gun-fu play is probably.
Oh, look.
Oh, Fat
Samurai. What is up, brother?
Man. Yeah.
How's it going, my man? Welcome to the stream.
What's up, PA?
How's you
Where
doing,
you
my
going?
brother? The one and only That Fat Samurai Guy has actually joined the stream for the first consensus live stream number 1. Welcome, That Fat Samurai Guy, the one and only.
The legend himself, the myth, the man.
Yep. The legend himself, man.
Yes, sir.
We're not worthy.
No. No.
What is up, man?
Good to see
Yeah,
him.
just no, what was I gonna say? Joining the stream of legends. Shit,
I don't
bro.
know
If you
about
want to
that.
join, we wanna join. We can add you if you want.
Send him an
Yeah, I
invite,
mean, I don't
man.
know about
I'm gonna
legends.
join, man.
I'm just here. Yeah, because
Send him an
Fat
invite.
Samurai can get it on.
Yeah, let's send comment, bro. Let us know if you. I can throw you. I can add you to the stream, man.
So I'd like to bring up something that Glenwood brought up about Hollywood trying to do the the not stop motion, but the slowdown like John Woo did in the film Face Off. During the climax, they're on the speedboat, and then the speedboat crashes. And you
Yes,
see it flying in the air. You can clearly see it wasn't Nicolas Cage or John Travolta flying in the air.
correct.
So that was a huge, movie-breaking moment there. So he's absolutely right with that.
I think the only movie that I've seen, not recently, that tries to gets it to me. One of them is The Matrix. If you really look at that movie closely, I think they got the idea.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, John Wick. John Wick's a little bit of a different beast, but they got the idea of how to use the gunplay and everything. Because, I mean, this is keep it 100. I mean, John Wick is like, he's always, the way he uses his gun, the way they do it. That's John Woo all day long.
Mm-hmm.
He just don't have two guns, but one gun for him is enough. And I think that makes a difference. That's all. I mean, they get it. They get it. The Wachowskis got it.
Mhm.
Now others, they tried.
Yep.
But not like those two directors. I think because they really are in tune, and there's a difference between admiring something and then when you really are into it and you appreciate it.
Mhm.
Those directors I mentioned, the guys that did John Wick and the Wachowskis, they not only admire it, but they appreciate it, and they eat and they live it. It's not like others. Well, I'm just going to make this movie. No, these guys lived it. They love that. They love the craft, and they really put their effort into it. If we're going to do this, we're going to make it work. I just thought personally.
Cool. Hold on, guys. Just Fat Samurai says, just popping in for a bit, brother, to show support to the badasses. They'd love to join next time for sure. All right, brother. Thank you. Appreciate it.
My man.
Much understood, bro. I appreciate the support. Thank you. And you're always keep doing your badass freaking live streams and everything, bro. You're freaking killing it, man. You're killing it. And again, thank you for the support, man. We'll have you on one of either Consensus or the Sci-Fi Society, bro. Eventually we'll have you on, brother. So thank you for the support, my man. Thank you for the support.
We support each other. That's a good thing.
Yep.
That Fat Samurai Guy, the one and only, the myth, the legend.
The master.
Oh yeah, bro. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you, man. All right,
He
sorry
is
to
the
cut-
master.
Yep. Hey, go ahead, man. Didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, keep going.
Go ahead, Lone Wolf. Get it in, man.
Well, since you mentioned the director of John Wick, Chad Stahelski, right?
Yeah, I believe that's his name.
He was also a actor himself. He did the Bloodsport sequels.
You know what? Yeah. Now that I think about it. And
Yeah,
wait
he
a minute. Didn't Daniel Bernhardt, wasn't he in the first Wick movie?
Which one?
Yes.
Daniel
Yes.
Bernhardt.
Yeah.
He played like a bouncer. Was
Mhm.
he a bouncer at the club?
Because he was the one that gave, if you want to be honest, he gave John Wick fits for about a minute.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the first movie. You watch the first movie. It wasn't. I'll put it this way: it wasn't easy. when those two went at it. It wasn't like John would flip him over, it's over with. It took a minute to get that guy.
He was also in Matrix Reloaded.
Yeah, he was. Correct.
Mhm.
What was that? Sorry to interrupt, man. I apologize. What was that? Gojira 51?
Michael Prince is heading out. He's doing something. So thank you for joining us, Michael.
Hey, thanks for
Thank you,
joining us,
Mike.
Michael, man, and hope
See you later,
hope
Michael.
everything gets better in Australia, bro. Freaking
I hope so
hope
too.
everything goes good, man. Sorry to hear about that. Sorry to hear about what's going on, man. But stay up, brother. Thank you for joining the stream, man. Much appreciated. All right, go ahead, Linwood. My bad, man.
No, you good. The only thing right now is that my daughters would have been trying to photobomb and get in the camera, but they're on vacation with their cousins right now, so I have a little
Okay.
peace for about a minute because
That's all good, man.
especially my oldest one. The oldest one, she be on her. She'd have took over and been like, oh, well, I think, and said nobody asked you. But anyway, you eventually you'll see what I mean. Eventually, it's going to happen.
I miss them.
Oh my god, man.
Well, then, you should have been like, well, don't think, feel.
Ew, yeah. It's like a finger pointing away to the moon. Wait a minute. Remember, that was the only thing about Bruce that got me. Think about this. Loved him. But when the first time he opened his mouth and said, hello, Mr. Waitwait, I lost it. I was like, oh my God.
Hello, Mr. Waitwait.
Yeah, Mr. Waitwait. Or, he goes, yeah, don't think, feel. It's like a finger pointing away to the moon.
Well, I was telling the guys that's Tung Wei as Foxy.
Yeah. You're
Informant
right.
Foxy.
Don't look up into the moon or you'll miss all of the heavenly glory.
Yeah.
You understand?
Heavenly glory.
Funny story.
Never keep your eyes off your opponent.
Even when you bow. Yes.
What's up? Okay, Gojira 51?
In the Xbox Bruce Lee game that came out in the early 2000s, that was the head bad guy. The second head bad guy you had to fight in it. Apparently, he didn't take that lesson very well, having to follow the finger, and you had to fight him as a boss in that game for some reason.
Oh, really?
Wow.
You
Yeah,
had to fight
crazy.
Fox.
yeah.
Okay.
That's the easy kill. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it shouldn't take long at all.
No,
Well, since I mentioned Tung Wei, did you ever see Linwood, the 18 Fatal Strikes with him in it?
Yes.
That's a good one.
You know what? Here's the thing. Since you brought it up, you remember the kid, and if you remember Lone Wolf, remember the young man that played with Jet Li in New Legend of Shaolin?
And also, My Father is a Hero, right?
Right. I just saw him recently. One of my friends sent me a clip. I got to get it. If I can find it, I'm going to send it to you.
Cool.
He's got a show now he's doing and a movie. And he still had that same look on his face as a kid. You could see it.
This look?
Yeah, pretty much. And but he's good though. He was good. The scene that I saw him in, that he fought in, that was a good scene. So I'm trying to find where I can get it and watch it. And if I find, I'll let you guys know because I mean it looked good so far. Just to give you heads up on that.
Well, yeah, that New Legend of Shaolin, man. Ooh. That's that was just like a Chinese version of kind of like a mix between Lone Wolf and Cub, right there. You know.
Exactly. It pretty much is what I knew that going in. And when I seen him, I'm like, yeah, that's his son. Yeah, that's what I get it. But this is great. I mean, I this first time I've been on YouTube like live, so yeah, I'm soaking this all in, man.
No,
That's what we're here for, man. We learn off each other.
Yeah, we had to have you. We had to have
Wait a
you
minute.
on, man. Because I was like,
Wait,
man, it's like,
y'all sound like robots right now. What happened?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Can you hear
can hear you, but you sound like Danger Will Robinson. That's what I'm hearing right now.
How about now?
Like Cylons.
It might be the internet connection.
Yeah, it might be the internet connection.
In the stream, so it might
Is it
be
my connection?
interference.
no, I mean, well, I'm on my phone. Linwood's on his phone. I know Film's on his tablet, and the only ones, and I know you're on your phone also. But you're 851. And then the other one that I know that's on his tablet or that it's on his actual laptop right now is Lone Wolf, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Can you
it's
hear us
just
better
he's
now?
the only one.
Yeah, I'm on my phone right now, so it's like I can hear you guys, but it sounds really robotic now.
Yeah, it's probably the reception that you have.
Yeah, you might have a little reception issue.
Maybe my
Or it could
reception
be me.
stinks.
Yeah.
Or it
Let me
could be
see
me. I
something.
don't know.
You sound clear to us though.
Yeah,
Let
you
me
sound
see.
clear.
Yeah, you sound
You
clear to
sound
us.
clear. Oh,
What about
he froze.
now?
He
Do I
froze.
still sound like a
Well,
robot?
he's
Uh-oh.
he's closing it. Is that better?
How's
Everybody's flipping here. Hold on.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Sounds very man. I sound like I've been Tron. But anyway,
Can you hear us now?
I still hear you. It's just that it's really robotic now. I hate that. Ugh.
It happened to me when I streamed with Samurai once. It was probably the reception that you have on your phone.
that? That's right.
All of a sudden, okay, Lone Wolf, you starting to kick in now. Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
There it is.
that'll happen. That'll happen from time to time. Like sometimes like we'll freeze up. Like right now, like sometimes we'll freeze up, or sometimes like earlier, Gojira 851 was pixelating. He was
Yeah.
pixelating a little bit. So like it's like, and also because I'm not used to having more than like 3 people. So like,
Oh, you ain't
and
used
like
to this.
on my yeah, and the last time we had 6 people. So
What?
I'm surprised a lot of not a lot of things happened, but some people were freezing up once in a while and stuff like that. But yeah, but hopefully we'll be good, man. Hopefully we'll
Well,
be
I'm gonna
good
tell
from
you
there.
this off the bat, guys. Right off the bat here. Once I got some ideas in the pipeline going to be coming around the corner. Once I know how this is going to work, I will let you guys know, because 9 times out of 10 it's going to be 2 ways. It's going to be podcast and also YouTube.
Cool.
And I always and listen. You guys, I'll invite you guys anytime. I'm just trying to figure this stuff out my own self, because I got a crap load of movies. I ain't gonna lie, guys, that I've sat there that have been coming in the mail for the last month.
Wow.
And it feels like I'm in a video store right now, because I got a crap load that's just sitting there. Vinegar Syndrome. This just came in today. I didn't know it. Vinegar Syndrome. A big
Oh,
boss.
wow.
So yeah. So I got a lot of stuff I can review, man. I can review stuff for a good while.
That's
Well,
cool,
please tell
man.
me you got
Hey,
martial law.
Say it
whenever
again.
you get that,
Please tell
Go
me you
ahead.
got martial law.
I couldn't. I tried. They were out of stock,
Oh
and
man.
but I watched it. You won't be surprised, on Amazon Prime.
Oh, sweet.
I enjoyed both of them. I enjoyed them tremendously. Jeff Wincott is underrated. I'm just gonna say it like that and call it a day.
Yep.
But yeah, so yeah, when I get this going, yeah, I'm all y'all getting on here. I don't care.
Mhm.
But I was gonna say too, before we jump into the hospital scene, since we were talking about Lone Wolf and Ronin,
You went there, my man. My man. Okay. I'm a little salty right now because I don't have that shirt.
Me too.
you can get it on Once Upon a Tea.
No, you know what's going to happen now?
What's
If you come home one day and you're trying to find your shirts and they're gone, it wasn't me.
Yeah, it wasn't him. It was me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sporting them on TV and like, hey guys, you like my shirt?
I was like, hey man, my man Linwood.
He's gonna be
My
like,
man
that son of
Fanatic.
a no.
Nah, dude, I would give you props like man Linwood and my man Film Fanatic.
Yeah, they robbed me blind.
Mhm.
right?
I'll give you props. I'm like, nice shirt, guys.
Where'd you get it? My friend gave it to me. There you go. But anyway, the hospital scene.
Oh, hold on.
Uh-oh.
We got another one. We got somebody else. You got somebody else.
Who is it?
Who is it?
Lost Boys, excellent film.
Yes.
Yes.
They're making a remake.
Oh, what? There's a remake
What?
coming?
Yeah, I
There's a
heard
remake
that.
coming out?
Yeah, and they showed the picture of the cast, and I wanted to cry.
No, don't kick the studio.
Please don't tell me it's a bunch of a bunch of MTV looking guys, right?
Yeah.
Kaiju Pimp Daddy in the
Oh,
house.
this is here, baby.
Yo,
What's up,
is
Kevin?
alright?
Hey,
What's up, Kev?
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Cool.
Should you
What
be
time is it? What time is it there?
It is 6:33 a.m.
Boy, Las? You should be
Top of the
sleeping, you
morning
know.
to you, Governor.
You should be sleeping, you know.
I've woke.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What'd you
He
do?
went to
What'd you do, Sci-Fi?
I didn't do anything.
Man, what'd you do, Holmes? It's like
Hey,
it's like click.
come back on. I sent him a request, man.
You got
There
it.
you go.
When you hear
Probably
about
took his
the
dump
remake
off.
of Lost Boys.
Yeah, they're gonna do a Lost Boys remake. I'll shoot. Listen, I'm
I
shooting
saw the
myself
cast
now.
too, Gojira.
I cried, man. I
I
cried.
saw the cast
I
too. I
cried
was
like
like,
dude.
seriously? I don't even want to go there right now.
Dude, let me tell you something. Hollywood. Listen, here's my problem. Why you remake stuff that don't need to be remade?
Thank you.
Exactly.
Exactly.
There are some things. Okay, I guess for every bad movie they try to do, there's a John Carpenter's The Thing, okay, or there is a David Cronenberg's The Fly. If you're going to remake it, at least make it work.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? These other guys are just painting by the numbers, and they're not even getting people that fit. They're trying to get who's interesting, but they're not. But that's not the role for them.
Or who's popular at the time.
I mean, yeah. I mean, put it this way. That'd be like Kevin. We'll say we use an example. We would be like Kevin. We're going to make him John Wick. I like Kevin. I'd watch it. but you know what I mean, because of what John Wick looks like. No, that's my thing. Unless you're going to do a different spin on it, or he is an assassin that's in the universe that's continuing. I get it, but don't just take the Lost Boys and try to make a remake when you did two sequels that went straight to the toilet.
Yes, exactly.
The DVD, which is never good.
Well, it's like the quote I say: "If it ain't broke, don't fix it."
Exactly, and they need to stop doing that mess. It don't make no sense.
Gojira? Yes, son?
Yeah.
Eric said he's heading out. Awesome stream, and see you at G-Fest.
G-Fest,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Is that next year or is it? When is G-Fest?
No, they'll be having it this year.
Yeah.
July.
Okay.
I already got my hotel. I already booked my reservation at the Comfort Inn.
Hey, man, make sure you take pictures of stuff, because I ain't gonna be able to go to next year because I got to go to the Comic-Con in Pittsburgh in December.
Nice.
So,
yeah. Well, I made the reservation. I made the reservation, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna be how I'm gonna get there, because I already talked with Gojira 51. I have and Film Fanatic, and also told Pimp Daddy Goodness. I have flight credits from 2020, but they're gonna expire in March. They're gonna expire in March of 2022. So I might just take take Amtrak and just go there round trip, and then just go back. But it's more expensive. But I don't know, man. It's up in the air though. I made the reservation just in case, but if it doesn't happen, well, there's always next year. There's always a year after that, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I want to go, and we ought to do is when like if not this year's kind of shot, but next year figure out sci-fi like when everybody everyone's free, set a point we all meet there, whoever's going. You know what I mean? And then just have a good time, because I've been wanting to go to G-Fest for the longest time, but I haven't had the opportunity. But next year, I'll make it a point. And, of course, my daughter's like, "Can I go to that?" Yes, you can go too.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, but they'll love it because they like Godzilla anyway. So I just told them don't embarrass me. But anyway, moving.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, guys. So now, man, we're going on 2 hours. So let's put the lid on Hard Boiled so we can get to the Last
Last
Dragon, man.
Dragon, yes.
Yep. Okay, so since I'll give film and Lone Wolf Ronin the finale on Hard Boiled Man, and then we'll just go straight to the Last Dragon.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep quiet. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Lone Wolf. This is your movie, man.
Oh,
I'm
man,
not
dude.
gonna take away from you.
Put me on
This
the
is
spot
your
again.
movie.
Well,
you,
where were
Lone
we in the hospital scene here? So pretty much they get out of the freezer. The whole big shootout starts. Nothing but shooting, guns are blazing everywhere. So where Johnny puts that C4 inside that, we call it the guns cache, right? He drops that C4 in that guns cache, right?
Yeah.
So it's pretty much the hospital is wired to blow. So, he's already setting off one. He's setting off two. So the third one, Alan decides to go after Johnny. He's like, I got to finish this case. I got to put an end to Johnny. So, of course, Tequila's not happy with it because he's going to be worried that his partner's going to die.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So, again, with that baby scene, he's carrying the baby, explosions everywhere. That's when Cheyenne Fat, his pants catch on fire. Right? His pants catch on fire, and luckily, the baby pisses on his pants. Right?
Yeah.
So, Tequila makes his move, gets out of the hospital. Then you see Johnny holding on to Alan, putting a gun to his head.
Right.
Right?
I remember that.
Saying he's like, so you're the hardball cop that everyone talks about, huh? You're the one, right? So pretty much he tells him, to slap himself and telling him he's impotent and all that stuff. So during that time, Cheyenne Fat is eyeing Johnny straight up in the eye. It's like taking breaths here and there. And pretty much shoots him right in the eye. And before that, Alan gets shot by Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when he has his target right there. Tequila makes a shot, kills Johnny, and you think Alan is dead. Just the way he looks. He looks like he's dead. So after that, case is closed, and everything. And come to find out, Alan's still alive.
Yep.
Alan's still alive at the end. And
all of his
case is finished.
tossing all of his
His
sorry.
origami cranes. Tossing his origami
tossing him in the
cranes.
water.
Yeah. Being free. And case is closed. And pretty much that's it.
It goes to that freaking tip. It goes to that badass 90s style freaking jazz music.
Yep.
Yeah, it was man, like dude, that's a
bass.
like, and like I said, man, like I didn't think we were gonna talk about Hard Boiled, but I didn't know, like I said, people were gonna jump on stuff like that, but man, I thank you, Film Fanatic, thank you, especially Lone Wolf Ronin, for recommending this movie, man, and finally saw it, 2021. Gojira 851, bro. You buy this movie, dude, you're not gonna be disappointed one bit.
Amen to that.
Gojira, sorry for the spoilers, man.
It's all right. It sounds like a blast.
You have a blast when you watch this movie.
You will.
It's amazing. It's an amazing film. Most of John Woo's films are good films anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Even for me, a recommendation is Red Cliff.
Yeah, that's a good period piece.
The full version of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't get the American version, get the international version, because that gives you everything, parts 1 and part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man,
good movie.
Those are but like I said, freaking Hard Boiled, man, one of a kind freaking movie. John Woo's like like probably not a breakout, but it's what it put him on the map. It was like the film, man. Not only like just it revolutionized freaking action films, especially gung fu
Right.
action. It had a little bit of martial arts, but nothing like it's basically like a full on cop mafia Chinese triad movie,
Mhm.
Right.
and
Yeah.
it hits all the spots, man. It hits everything, like Lone Wolf and Film Fanatic were saying, charisma in the characters, depth, versatility.
Yes,
I
sir.
mean, the banter, the script, the dialogue, everything was freaking on, man. And like
It scratches
it's
the itch.
Yeah.
yeah, man.
It certainly
It
did.
like, I mean, like I said, I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that face, man. That freaking Ronan made and told me when I told him that I never seen it, and he's all, what?
Do it, Lone Wolf. Do it.
What?
Yeah, there you
What?
Eh?
yeah, man. But
Okay.
now
Okay.
let's get to the one we all gonna have freaking we all want to really talk about, bro. Like the one in the entrance that freaking Linwood had just mentioned right now. What's my name? Who am I?
Show
Who's the
enough.
master?
Yes.
Who is? Yeah, dude.
The master.
Now we're gonna get to The Last Dragon, 1985.
Got
This
it.
film is freaking. This film, man. Not only is it to me, well, to a lot of people, it's a cult freaking classic,
Correct.
and it had a 30th anniversary, or I think a 35th anniversary, and you know what? I also think, in my opinion, I think it's a period piece.
It is.
I would agree with that. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
I would.
It is.
It's like that turn of the, not really turn of the century, it's like that turn of the era, pretty much. Like from the late 70s into the early 80s. You still
Correct.
have a bit of fashion going on, the way how the music is written, the way how it's done. However, it blends with the newer fashion with the younger kids. They wearing like the leather and stuff. They wear different. It's like a culture clash thing they got going on. Plus, they have the martial arts inspirations from the Bruce Lee films and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, Bruce was heavily in that film. It was like to me it was like a somewhat a love letter to Bruce Lee to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
When you watch the movie
Yeah,
itself, it's just from everywhere and how they set it up. The characters are hilarious to me,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh man,
it's just a good film.
I mean, and I'll just start off with the cast, and then I'm gonna shoot straight to Gojira 5-1, man, because he's like he hadn't seen Hard Boiled. So he tried to like just so you guys weren't here. Linwood and Pimp Daddy Goodness, he couldn't get a copy of it, and like trying to buy, like we were talking about it, trying to buy Hard Boiled like on eBay or on Amazon, you're gonna pay at least over $30 for it, man. So
Correct.
it's like so it's not that it's hard to find, it's just that people know how good it is, so they're gonna sell it for more. So yeah, but I'll just get to it. I'm gonna get to the cast, and then I'll hand it over straight to Gojira 5-1, man, because he's been dying to say something and talk about the movie, man. He loves Last Dragon too, man. So okay,
Yes.
I'll just get to the cast, and the cast is Timac Vanity, who her real name is Denise Matthews, and then it's Julius Carey,
Rest in peace.
Leo O'Brien, Christopher Mornay, Ernie Reyes Jr. Everybody knows Ernie Reyes Jr.
Yep.
And Faith Prince. I forgot. They didn't show the other guy. What was his name? And Glenn Eaton as Johnny Yu. And yeah, the cast, man, is pretty. The cast is diverse. Of course, they went for diversity, which was cool about this film. That they wanted all kinds of, how do you say, they wanted to add like this total diversity and racial diversity.
A lot of flavor.
Yeah, they wanted, exactly. So they wanted to already break that mold, and even since the 80s, man, they've been wanting to break that mold, and that was good they did. So, but so far, now I'm gonna hand it over to Gojira 5-1, man. So take it away. Tell us everything on when you saw it, when the first time you saw it, what you thought about it, and just let us have it, brother.
Go
Okay.
for it.
So, spoiler, I was born in 1985, so I saw this film as a child, like really, really young child, and I loved it the first time I saw it, and I saw this before I got to see other Bruce Lee films. You know, my first Bruce Lee film was Enter the Dragon, but you know, the other thing they showed in this, it's almost like he was like almost kind of like the Obi-Wan character, but not really in it. You know, it's like the thing he was like always aspiring to be in the film, and it was just really cool stuff the way it was done. The actor, Ty Mok, people have gone on record saying that, oh, this dude's awful. It's his first movie, so his acting was a little stinted, yes, but it doesn't matter. He pulled off his character because his character was like a shy person. He focused on martial arts. He focused on bettering himself. However, part of the movie was him opening up and learning about other people as well. That's where we get the girlfriend. You know, he has his interactions with his younger brother, with his family as well, and people see him as kind of like the oddball because he pretty much values himself and looks at himself as like Bruce Lee, and that's an awesome thing that he's doing. However, it does make him stand out in that that time and era. But along with his story, it makes sense. And then meeting the characters. Here's another weird thing about me is I like bad guys in movies. So Shootout was one of the first bad guys. Him and Shredder when I was little, watching these, kicking ass and taking names, and they just have like this awesome on-screen presence. Everything that Shootout says, Shogun of Harlem, kiss my Converse, and just everything about him is completely quotable. Also, the dude is a giant. It's not really like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar giant, but he's a big dude compared to everyone else in the film. And he moves like a cat as well. And I like his fighting stance as well. And then the fantastical stuff we'll get into later. But, I always like his character as well. Almost more than Bruce Leroy. Maybe a little more. But, they make a great yin-yang thing. The only thing that really bothered me about this film as a kid was I feel like there was too much going on trying to detract from Leroy. Because we had the girlfriend. Yes, she's a singer. However, we had like this sleazy music guy who wanted to get his girlfriend big, but the only way he can think to get her big is by bringing someone else to bring in to get her big. But as a kid, I'm saying this is about this other guy. I don't care about this bad guy. I want to know about Shona. So it's like, but as we watch the film, they actually all start to mend together, and there's like a little revenge plot that goes, some other law breaking stuff. So awesome stuff. I love the martial arts in it. They have a huge class of martial artists in it. They have the rival gangs brought in to fight Leroy to kill him, and then he brings in his students as well. They have this nice brawl at the end of it in the dance club, which is a lot of fun. And then I don't want to go too far. I want to give you guys a chance to talk about it, but I always do like that last standoff between the hero and the villain. You got to get Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker, Godzilla, and all these characters. Leroy and Shona, even though it sounds silly, and you think about it, when you see them, they're actually, I don't know if they're really laying it in when they're hitting each other, but it's so well done. You got the little annoying bad guy over here doing his thing, but just the way how they fight each other, awesome stuff. And then, all right, I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna give you guys a chance to talk before we, go completely into it. So, who wants to take it next?
I guess what. Yeah, you know what, Linwood, give us your take, man.
A lot of things that Gojira said kind of go from my plane. I mean, as you were talking about sci-fi, about the diversity, it was a Motown production anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And being that it was a Motown production, Berry Gordy was trying to do something like this for a long time, and he finally he was able to bring it to life. The thing for me, it's like this. When I was growing up and I saw this, I related to Leroy because I was not. I mean, I played football and different things, and I got along with folks, but I related to him in that way because I was that. I wanted to be better. I didn't want to be Bruce Lee, but I wanted to be better, and I wanted to improve myself. And the things that we talk about now, you didn't talk about back then because it was like,
Yeah.
oh, well, he's a nerd. Oh, yeah. And I just liked the Leroy character because I knew that he was going to go on the hero's journey like Luke did to go from one place in his life to another.
Mhm.
And I liked that. And I liked the even though it wasn't long, I liked the chemistry between him and his master
Mhm.
Mhm.
because the master telling him, listen, you, not to get ahead of things, but you already have it.
Mhm.
You just got to let it come out
Mhm.
and not bury it. You think it has to be something that's tangible in your hand. It's about mind, body, spirit. And if you combine the two, you combine it and realize that what you are worth, it comes out. And
Yeah.
so, I mean, that dichotomy between them, it was very, I love the dichotomy between that with him and the master. I loved, and he did catch that arrow, by the way.
Mhm.
Nice.
That sucker did catch that arrow because I was like, oh, it's some bull. But then I watched the making of it. He caught that arrow.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it took more than one take, but he did do that. But okay, let's just let's keep it 100. Anybody that knows, you was talking about Gojira the singer. That girl right there, back when I was growing up,
Oh.
broke
Oof.
my heart many a nights. Okay,
Yeah.
looking at her, that's Vanity. Okay, and they had a group called Vanity Six. If anybody remembers Vanity Six,
Yep.
Yep.
Nasty girl.
and then stop. Anyway,
7-7.
yeah, I'm sitting
7-7.
there. Wait a minute, I'm sitting there in grade school talking about good God Almighty. And she come out with that they had lingerie, and that's what they wore when they came out. And of course, it was a band by Prince.
Mhm.
So of course, that's why you got what you got. But I always thought she was attractive. And then when she went into filmmaking, I was like, she's still attractive. Doggone it. And then when she did The Last Dragon, I was like, he get to mess with her? I'm like, dang. But yeah, I liked her. Just she didn't have to do nothing. Just look. All she had to do was stand there. I've been perfect in the movie. She didn't do nothing other than open her mouth and nothing. Stand there. I've been fine. But the brother I got a kick out of because he was opposite of Leroy, where Leroy was humble and quiet. My boy was arrogant, cocky. Oh man, he wouldn't know what to do with that man if he got with that. Come on, man. You ain't old enough to even shine. You ain't old enough to get into a rated R movie. You talking all this stuff for real? But you had him, the father. What I love the most out of it. I mean, the whole movie was great, but I like when the one kid that always faked it. What was his name? Was it Johnny?
Yeah.
Johnny.
Johnny
Yeah.
always faked it
Yeah.
until the end when he finally get it. And when he finally got it, that was a nice little touch. And because I like Johnny's character anyway. But I like the fact, even though they didn't focus on it, I wish you'd have focused on the mom and dad a little bit more
Mhm.
because they were good
Mhm.
characters. Especially the scene where they was going to bust up the pizza joint.
Yeah.
And dad's trying to be calm. Mom's throwing stuff at him. Mom's throwing
Yeah.
pizza dough and everything at him.
Boom. Freaking pizza dough right in the dome like that. Boom. Just
Right. And so, I mean, I liked her feistiness. I just liked, there was some good character. And like you said, Gojira, I think, not that Eddie Arcane was a terrible character, but I didn't really care. I was more concerned with if they'd have focused more on Shonuff and Leroy, kind of like way of the, like kind of like Sister Fury did, where it was concerned about Bruce Lee, character
Mhm.
and the Japanese. If they'd have focused more on that, I think it would have. I mean, it was a great film anyway, but I would have liked it even more if they'd focused on that because there were such good characters and such good depth. That's just my opinion, but the whole movie was fun for me. I had a blast. I enjoyed it. I just love the part about those still. It taught a lesson in that movie, and people don't realize a lot that you do have your own self-worth.
Yeah.
Just because you don't do what society does, that doesn't mean you're still not a special person. That doesn't mean you don't have gifts that you can give to the world. At least that's just the way I look at it. And they really honed and they focused on that. And it was a good film. And I'm done because I'm like Gojira. There's a lot to that movie if you really go into it. So good movie.
Yeah. Well, Well, no, thank you. I mean, it's like, like I said, we'll get everybody's take, and we'll go based on like we did with Hard Boiled. You know, we don't have to go directly by scene or by act 3, act 2, act 1. It's like you were saying, man. I'm just gonna make it quick and get my take, and then we'll go. You know what? I'll move it to everybody else. I actually have you seen it? Pimp Daddy Goodness.
I have, but not for a long, long time. But going back to what Lenwood said, the one thing that I do remember is what he's talking about is the message in it about self-worth and
Mm-hmm.
how literally you don't have to be in one way a sheep and be the same as everybody else. That's what makes us all different and individuals in our own right, is not being and following the path that everybody else goes down. And obviously sometimes as we grow older as people, sometimes some people understand who they are from the get-go, and they know who they're going to be as they get older and what path they're going to go down. And some people need a little help, or some people need guidance, or some people have to go through some hard times to realize just who they are, and just like how important they are and the gifts that they provide to the world. And I do remember, I kind of, even though it's been a few years since I've seen it, I do remember that message it kind of give out in the movie.
Yeah, it's
Solid,
not
man.
only like you said, like what Gojira and Pimp Daddy and Limo were saying, that it's not only about self-worth, but bringing different kinds of cultures together. Take it, with my African American brothers, the hip hop scene, Motown, adding Bruce Lee, adding the aesthetic of martial arts, putting it together, breakdancing, overall just the lifestyle in New York at the time, dance clubs, videos, vanity. I mean, shit, dude. I mean, like they put it all together, bro. And it was like, you couldn't even tell that, looking at it, that that it was a period piece, but it was so many different versatile actors, but also people of color, which was the good part, that you can bring all that stuff together with leaving all the fucking hate in the fucking back burner, dude, and just freaking coming together, learning about yourself, learning what you can do, what not doing what people expect you to do, but doing what the fuck you want to do. Like looking at in your own way. And I mean, that's how I see it. Like the aesthetic of Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was a catalyst for the film, because Timac he's a legit martial artist. I mean, he is legit. And Shonuff, I mean, dude, Shonuff's character, every time aside from, even when he was going at it, or even, talking smack to Bruce Leroy, man, he stole the freaking scene, bro. I mean, motherfucking ankle biter, but you're never gonna use this freaking foot again. I'm like, dude, man, he's like, hey, shut up and get the hell out of here. Like, why don't you come down here and make me?
Yeah. No, sci-fi. What was that part? Don't break the face, baby.
Oh yeah.
Take. Get him, baby. Don't break the face, baby. And it looked like a dude. Actually, I don't know if it was a woman, but it looked like a guy, bro.
That was a dude.
It looked like a freaking dude. Or was a dude? Oh, so it was. Oh shit.
Yes.
I don't know. It was the voice. I guess it was the voice, man, or the Adam's apple.
Get him, baby.
Don't break the face, baby.
Yes.
Oh, there's no smash the face, baby. Oh man. And then when Shonuff bites the ankle, bro, it's like, you're never using this freaking foot again.
Jeez, man.
I was like, oh my god, dude. Like I totally forgot when I watched it. Like I said, I hadn't seen it in a while, and I totally forgot about that scene, man. And he's all Shonuff. What do you call it? The Shogun of Harlem. Was it Harlem? The Shogun.
Yeah, Shogun of Harlem. Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, dude. And every single scene, man, aside from Vanity, because Vanity, like Lynn was saying, homegirl didn't even have to talk, man. She didn't even have to have dialogue. She should have just been there, looked pretty, and that's it, dude.
And slide down the pole.
Vanity was, Exactly, bro. Just yeah,
Good
slide down the
man.
pole, do the
When she
dancing.
slid
I
down that
mean,
pole, I said, "Good God!" I said, "Oh,
oh
You
man.
nasty, girl. You
And you know
nasty.
what?
still makes
And
my heart
and you
flutter
know
every
what?
now and then, man. Get you
You
right
know
here."
what? And you know what, man? It's like, she tried. I mean, like you said, she wasn't an actress. Neither was
No,
Timac. What's his name? Kurt. Damn, what's his name again? The guy that plays Shonuff, the actor.
Julius Curry.
what is his
Yeah,
name?
yeah, Julius
Julius
Curry.
Carey.
Julius
Julius
Curry.
Curry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Julius Curry. That dude, man, like you said, like he stole the scene, man. Every single time he was showing up. Showing up was freaking like what Jerry Fine was saying, man. He had more depth because, well, of course, he was acting, and he's a huge guy. He's like 6'7", he's like 6'6", like 6'6"
Yeah.
or 6'7",
Yep.
and he's a
6'5".
huge dude, man. And he's athletic, and even though you could have maybe a little bit could kind of tell that, because I've studied martial arts and stuff like that. You could kind of tell that he wasn't legit, but he tried and he made it work.
Well, his brothers
Like
made it work.
yeah, because he's athletic. He's also an athletic guy. So I mean, that's why
Right.
it was so easy for him to use the athleticism and put it together as far as doing the scenes with Bruce Leroy. I mean, with Timac and Ernie Reyes Jr. didn't show up that much until later, but everybody knows Ernie Reyes Jr. is a freaking. He was a freak. He was a freak of nature, bro, when he was young, man. So
Yeah.
Red
it's
Sonja.
like, but
Red Sonja.
yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, Red Sonja, exactly,
Red
man.
Sonja.
And
Yes.
but like like you said, I won't take that long because I want to, like I said, I want to pass it to film and then to Lone Wolf, and then we'll get back around to everybody's like favorite scenes, man. But I just gotta say this, man. The opening scene with Timac doing like the backflips and all that stuff, I didn't even remember that when I saw it. I was like, man, I don't remember this. And I saw it, I was like, wow, I don't remember, that scene, that. And then the part where Vanity takes him to the studio and she starts showing him, all the Bruce Lee stuff, and he's all getting on all excited and stuff. That kind of like was nostalgic for me because, like film, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys, Bruce Lee was an inspiration. He was a freaking one of my heroes, dude. He still is one of my heroes. So
Yes.
like I can see and get those nostalgic feelings of, man, like fuck, I would do the same thing. If a freaking beautiful woman took me to go see my freaking hero freaking doing that shit, I'd be fucking going crazy too. You know what I mean? And it's just like, yeah, that's the part of that's. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. So that's
Where's that
really one of
woman?
the parts. Yeah, like I mean that's the part that got me, man. And then like it's like you said, it was about nostalgia and remembering, like, fuck, man, and what happened. I missed the 80s, 90s and shit like that. The music. I mean, there was parts of it that was kind of corny. There's parts of it that was kind of typical 80s. That's why I call it that's why I think of it as a period piece, because it just pretty much talks about everything. It puts everything into the film about how the 80s really were, especially Motown, New York. And yeah, man. So that's one of my takes. But then now we'll move it to Film Fanatic, man, and then we'll go to Ronin, and then from there we'll just switch off and just talk about best parts of the film, and then we'll get to like the battles, to showing us freaking famous parts and everything. And I'll just say this, like you said, the guy, what's his name, Arcadian or whatever his name was, he
Eddie
wasn't
Arcadian.
Eddie Arcadian. Yeah.
yeah, he wasn't. You know what? He useless, but still kind of a little bit funny, man. But yeah, he had no. I mean, I know the actor tried, but he had no substance, in my opinion. It could have just used somebody else. I mean, even the tall guy, the big tall guy with the curly hair, bro, had more of a freaking personality than that.
Yeah, he always plays a crook.
Yeah, exactly. The henchman, the muscle. But yeah, but there's my quick take, and I'll pass it to film, bro. Let us have it, film.
Man, I hate this movie. This movie sucks. I think we all agree, man. I love this movie. Because if I won, you're like, you said you were 5 years old. No, you were born in 85.
I was born in 85.
Wow, I was 5 or 6 years old at that time, and yeah, I grew up with this movie, man. I love this movie, and I told some of the guys before, I called it the trilogy. I had 3 posters as a kid in my wall. I had Bruce Lee, Sylvester Stallone, Rambo, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, Commando. I call them I call him my trifecta, the trilogy. This is before Van Damme, of course. But yeah, anything Bruce Lee, man, I just gravitated to. Um, my first Bruce Lee movie was Enter the Dragon, and then after that was it just went down the catalog. And yeah, this is heavily influenced by Bruce Lee, and that's why I gravitated to it. And with this movie, it shows a lot of a lot of heart and a lot of lessons sprinkled in, right? Inspiration within Bruce Lee, like how Bruce Lee inspired Leroy to be a humble person, the art of fighting without fighting. And then it shows him teaching youngsters, martial arts, the way of martial, not just teaching him physically, but with wisdom, right? And yeah, I agree with all your pointers when it comes to the film with Vanity, all the actors, Timex acting, yeah, but and he never acted before, but his martial arts made up for it.
Oh yeah.
And
Yes, definitely.
Jules Carey is showing up. Wow, talk about charisma,
Yes.
right? And presence. Like when he comes on screen, you're on him. Like there's no one else. He takes the scene.
I'll be back in 1 sec, okay?
Okay.
No problem. Keep going, Phil.
Yeah. No, there's a good cast. Just a fun fact. This film budget was 10 million, but box office was 33 million. So it did really good box office, but it was shitted on critically, obviously, right?
Agreed.
So,
it was.
Us as the cult followers, we love it.
And that's what's important. The heck with the rest of them.
Yeah,
that's right. Right on.
Well, it's proof, didn't it? It's proof that critics aren't always right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Half the time they ain't all right, man. That is a conversation within itself, man. Some of the crap I'll be hearing, but that's another story for another day.
Yeah, I mean that's I mean go ahead and is that your take, film? Just for now. That's your quick. That's the quick take, and then we're all gonna move around. So now we'll get to Lone Wolf, man. Let's hear this, Lone Wolf. Come on, man. Let's go.
The man, bring it on.
Ow!
The moon is full over here, so go ahead with that.
So where do I start? To me, when I first got introduced to it, I was 5 years old, so I didn't know anything about that movie because I was still a kid, like a little baby. But I remember when I was 10, my dad had a VHS tape of it back in the day. So, I mean, of course, the whole Bruce Lee thing. And then to me, it also reminds me a mix of a blaxploitation movie and a bluexploitation movie. Both. It was a mix of both. So that's why, it was a great movie for what it was. I mean, the music, to this day, for me, I consider it like funk, old school, R&B. You got Vanity, you got Smokey Robinson.
Yep.
You got DeBarge. To this day, it's pretty much funk and old school and all that stuff.
Motown, baby. Motown.
Yeah, and I love Motown. One of my favorite groups of all time is the Temptations.
Look out now.
You gotta love Motown. So, Timac is solid in the movie. I understand, some people might think of him as a nerd, a goofball. But like Evan was saying that, don't be a sheep. Do your own thing. Believe in yourself. Have confidence. Then you'll realize your full potential in what you do.
Amen to that. You're preaching, bro.
So, for him to be all shy and everything, and when he sees Vanity, he's like, "Oh man, who's this girl? She's kind of cute," So then, his brother was like, "Come on, man, you're not gonna get with that. You have no chance."
Yeah,
no one wants a little fortune cookie.
Yeah.
Right.
A little bean sprout.
Yep. So, you know, like Century was saying, it combines all these cultures, you know,
Hmm.
in one whole movie, which is to me was groundbreaking at the time. You know, you don't really see stuff like that.
Don't get that. You don't get films like that now.
No, it has a hit a certain demographic, and that's it. You know,
Yeah, now they're trying
so
to force it.
yeah.
They're letting it fly.
So that movie, a lot, you know, with the martial arts, the music, the comedy, you know, all mixed into one movie, made it for me. You know, and then Shonuff, you know, was a badass. You knew he was a badass. You know, didn't take no shit, ruthless. I mean, come on, he bites ankles, you know, just to fucking
Ankle
know
biter.
where he's at. You know, but the only thing, like, I agree upon everybody, Eddie Arcadian should have been left out. He was just like a side villain, you know. To me, they should have just focused on Shonuff and Leroy in the movie, you know, and his family, and you know his students, especially Johnny. You know, they should have added more Johnny in it. I like Johnny in it.
I agree.
You know, but the end scene was amazing. The rumble, that was cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in the
You
studio.
know,
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, the music, like I said, is especially the music, man. I mean, I have the touch on my phone when I work out. You know,
Oh, snap.
glow. I have the glow.
You have the glow.
Are we gonna get a training
I got-
montage?
I got inside you too.
That's a good one. Willie Hutch.
Yeah, Willie's the man.
Mhm.
Man, he did Foxy Brown justice, man, with that the theme for boxing.
So to me, like I said, it's just an all-out good movie. Just take out Eddie Arcadian and be a great, perfect movie.
I agree.
Oh man. So now we'll just get back to like I said, we'll do another round and whatever you guys want to talk about. Favorite parts you didn't like, characters. So I mean, I know everybody gave their take, but like now we'll go back to Gojira Fight 1 and just let us know what really like what favorite parts that you like, man. Stuff that got you, stuff that you know really just like just really I say it just got you going about the film, man. Not only because it's Bruce Lee, because Bruce Lee is pretty much an inspiration to all of us. So, but like you know, just elaborate on what really got you going about the film. Gojira Fight 1.
Okay. So there are multiple scenes. The first scene is the opening. You know, he's training, and the master is shooting the arrows at him. He's smacking them out of the air, and then he catches the last one because it has the ribbon on it. And then they start talking philosophically, like, you know, about, you know, his journey and wanting to achieve the last dragon. The master takes it away from him. And it's like, this is a thing you must learn on your own. But the thing is that he already knew it this entire time. So in a way the film is teaching you as well, don't overthink it. You know, sometimes you know when you're ready is when you're ready, okay? You don't need to go further and further away from the goal to find something you already have, okay? So another scene I really like is at the movie theater. Even though this would have driven me nuts if I was watching a movie and this was happening, all the people are acting a fool, but they're watching The Last Dragon. They're watching Enter the Dragon. And they kind of pair up when the kids are starting to, you know, do their dancing. The one other guy that wants to watch the movie, he does the thing that's in Enter the Dragon. He jumps up, does a double stomp, and destroys the boombox. I like that. And meanwhile, Leroy's in the background eating popcorn with chopsticks, which that was cute. I like that. That was interesting. And then he just stands up and starts to leave because, you know, Shonuff arrives. And he wants to, for the whole movie, he's hounding Leroy. He wants to fight him because he says he went off and he learned a new style as well. And he wants to fight Bruce Leroy. He keeps hearing how Bruce Leroy is his greatest. He's the last dragon. And he wants to, you know, test himself. He wants to put an end to that because he's the Shogun of Harlem. He's got all this. And then he just starts smacking people around. Then we get to the sleazy guy, the sleazy bad guy. And you you kind of feel for him at the same time. You also want him to go away because he wants his protege, his girlfriend, whatever, to do good. And no matter what she does, she's not good. She's actually really annoying. And so he thinks that, oh, I'll kidnap this other girl. She'll tell her how to be good. And I'm just an evil bad guy all of a sudden. And then Leroy dresses up like a ninja, to be the bodyguard. And he ends up becoming her bodyguard / boyfriend throughout the film, which is a fun little touch. Going to the scene where Shonuff is kind of like almost like the shark from Jaws in a way. He's constantly hounding, Leroy, and constantly hounding around him. He beats up the family. Well, didn't really beat up the family. He harasses the family at the pizza shack, which is, bad guy. And it brings us to another part where they actually go to Leroy's dojo, where he's teaching, his students, and Shonuff actually shows up on his doorstep. And Leroy actually decides to actually, give in because he doesn't really want to fight him. There's no point. There's no, path to enlightenment really fighting Shonuff. Shonuff is coming there out of anger. And Leroy's not an angry person. So in a way, here he has his own enlightenment. So that's actually building further and further towards the overall goal. He already has what he needs to be the master, to be the last dragon. However, he feels inside of his mind that he still needs to go on this journey.
Right.
And then Shonuff just just walks away then. And the film just keeps on continuing, and the sleazy bad guy, I don't want to remember his name. I don't think it's important enough to remember his name. That's what that is.
Eddie Arcadian.
What's up?
Eddie Arcadian.
Eddie.
There you go. So Penny Arcade wants to set up a fight and beat up Leroy. And Leroy's like, no, this is my fight. We get to see all this group of different, fighters. Well, technically, there's a bunch of brawlers and Shonuff's guys, which leads to the big fight in the end, which Leroy says he wants to do it himself. I'm glad that his friend broke out of the closet because if he had to fight all of them by himself, I'm sure he would have lasted a while, but that would have been sticky. But it got really fun and interesting. And then the absolute best scene of the film, Leroy versus Shonuff. Mm-hmm. They're going back and forth. You think Leroy wins, then Shonuff starts to glow. And as a kid watching that, it was just so awesome. I love the music they start playing. Backing it up, actually, when the fight is going, they had kind of like playing music. Have any of you played the game Streets of Rage?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know how the boss fight, it's like that certain type of music that plays whenever you fight a boss in that game? Well, that's what it kind of sounds like in this, but it's like an early on version of it, and it's not over the top when they're doing it. And then the way how Shonuff is walking up and down the corridors looking for Leroy, and the way how the music is like beating in and in, almost like a heartbeat. And
Right.
it complements the scene so much. And then he starts to glow, and they start to play the music from the beginning of the movie. So it's this big bad scene at the end. However, it's showing you back to the beginning, showing you he was always there where he needed to be again. And then Leroy starts to glow. But instead of red, which is normally an angry color, a devious color, he begins to glow gold with accents of blue. So everything is positive about him. And he just kicks the crap out of Shonuff in an awesome way while the Last Dragon is playing. Fun stuff. And then Penny Arcade comes out with a gun. It's like, shit. And shoots at Leroy. He catches the bolt with his teeth, like the hero, awesome stuff. So hearing all this, you hear that it's a fun martial arts film, but also they bring in fantasy elements as well, because as far as ki and, and harnessing the inner power of you to make yourself glow, as cool as that is, it is kind of fantastical in a way. So it's a fantasy, martial arts film that's really fun, and I think I'm done. It's such a fun movie, and it's such good music. I love that Last Dragon music is playing when he fights Shonuff. So yeah, all right. Next up.
Yeah. So let's well, since I'll get to Linwood right first, but let's see what you can remember, Kaiju Pimp Daddy, that what would you remembered about the film that you liked the most? Not only because of the what we were saying, elaborating on being yourself and being you know how just being versatile with the cultures and stuff like that. What parts
Well,
do you remember? What part do you remember the most about it?
well, I was born in 1983, so it came out in 1985. So I would have only been 2 year old. I think I must have been 10 or 11 when I actually got to see it. But I had seen Enter the Dragon first. That was my foray into Bruce Lee. And I thought, oh, I can't wait to see The Last Dragon. And all I remember is thinking, oh, it's going to be like very similar, but it's not. It's like, obviously, it's Bruce Lee and it's all, But I just remember just the music. The music was very much of the time. And it was also mixed, which for me, like you've mentioned, it had the Motown, it had, all that stuff. But it was just the sheer, like we've mentioned, it's like all the cultures mixed in, and like basically how the fight, what I can remember, like the end fight scene, like you mentioned, Streets of Rage. I remember thinking to myself, this feels like I'm watching a live action computer game, like the final fight of a computer game. It reminded me of that. And so it's like little bits like that. But like I said, the main message that I remember is what we talked about earlier. And that's what I took from it. And like, you don't get films like that have messages like that often. And you don't get like films these days that have a mixture of all these different themes of cultures joining together. And, that's the thing about the 80s. How come they can get things right back then and we're still struggling today? It makes no sense to me, but it's just a fun movie, and it's one of them movies that if you've seen it, it sticks in your mind. Like I say, I haven't seen it in a long time, but soon as you start to talk about it, I'm getting flashbacks of when I seen it originally. And like you say, the music also stands out, but like Gojira said, I can remember the end fight, and now he's mentioned, I can remember the music. And I can remember feeling like I'm watching the end fight of, like, say, a computer game or like an animated series. It's all coming flooding back.
Oh yeah, man. That's a good take. I mean, for not seeing it for so long, and still, like when you hear like a lot of the parts of the that we're talking about the film, it just starts to come back. It just starts to come back to you about how watching the movie and stuff. And yeah, like I'll go last, but I'll let Linwood and then Film and then Rona, and then I'll just give my last take on it, bro. And yeah, so take it away. I know Linwood's gotta be like, oh man, I got this, I got that. Like just let us have it, bro. Your favorite parts, what really got you, and just like what you remember the most that hit you, that really hit you about the film.
Well. Where could I begin? Like I said, it came out in '85, so I was a young lad, as they say, and I went with my cousins to watch the movie. And to back up, I remember somebody said they saw Enter the Dragon first. Quick synopsis: when I was a kid, I saw Enter the Dragon, but back in those days, I was kind of a scary little rascal. Okay, at 2 or 3 years old. So noises and things scared the crap out of me. So the Jaws, the music of Jaws scared me to death when I was a kid. Yeah. And then I remember we saw Enter the Dragon, and the Bruce Lee holler scared me so bad I left the theater. And my cousin called me a punk, of course, but when you're 3 and 4 years old, So then, as I went back then later on, I went back and 2 years later I saw Enter the Dragon again. I was like, what was I scared of? Oh my God, I love this, and I, was always a big Bruce Lee fan because my dad always talked about Bruce Lee. Dad always said Bruce Lee was the man. I don't care nobody say, And Dad always said him, and he always talked about him and Sonny Chiba all the time. If you want to talk about two cats, if he said if I had to get the fight, he said I'd have those two and I'm good. But anyway, So moving on to when Last Dragon came out, I was hyped for it already anyway because I knew where they were going with this, and I would have to say one of the scenes I liked was the very beginning, as Gojira talked about, when the beginning scene when he was training, and I wish they had more training sequences in that movie, in my opinion, because I enjoyed that to get him to where he needed to be, or a flashback at least. But again, the master and him talking, I loved, because I've always liked when you hear a sensei talking to his student. I don't care if it's old, I don't care if it's old dirty from Sam Snead talking to, Bruce Lee, and Blind Fist of Bruce are training somebody. I love to see the old sage training the young one to get into where they need to be. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed Jared talked about the in the movie theater and the half man, half woman, whoever that was, said, "Good 'em, baby," and he says, "Don't break the faith, baby." And then wait a minute, and then Sheldon looked back at her and said, "Yeah," and started and when he ripped his hair off his head and said,
Oh, yeah.
and the dude passed out. He goes, "Oh," I lost it. I was like, "Oh my God!" I said, "This is too much." But that part I like. But a part that was funny. Nobody brought it up when Leroy was trying to find the master.
Mm-hmm.
And he went to that place. What did he say the name was? Dumb what now? Jim?
Some dumb boy.
Some go or something like that.
So yeah. And he went there, and the guys who had the one glove on like Michael Jackson dancing in the very beginning. Yeah. I was rolling. I was in the theater. I was all up in my chair. I laughed so hard, tears came out my eyes because the way they were doing it. And they were like, "Hey, bro, what's happening? Man, what you doing?" And I was like, "Wait a minute, what the am I seeing here?" And then when Leroy comes back later on and said, "Listen, if you want to be like me, you got to do this," and he's doing hopscotch.
Yeah, because they wanted to learn how to play craps.
Yeah, you want to play craps. Yeah, you want to get with the Soul Brothers. You got to do like we do. I'm like, no, we didn't do that, okay? And I started thinking, my cousin said, "Man, we didn't do that. We shot craps." I said, "I know." I said, but that scene was funny. I was crying. The scene when they showed the glow, the video, that could have been just a music video by itself. Mm-hmm. And Bruce, and they had the right movies for it. Mm-hmm. And I like when Leroy was looking in that scene where he was, when Bruce was in disguise, and he's like, something just clicked, and he's like, "I gotta go. I'll come back." And she was like, "Where you going?" And like, 'cause she was, she didn't have that short dress on for nothing. And wait a minute, the scene that got me when they were driving, and he says, I have a friend that's having a problem." What's the problem? He's trying to know how to paint, paint with his brush. And what? The art of making love. And she looked at with that look on her face. "I can tell you about that, Lee. It's not for me. It's not for me. It's not for me." And I'm sitting there going, "Man," and she said, "Okay, yeah, sure."
Right.
But that scene had me rolling because it was just like, "He's not for me. It's a friend of mine." Yeah, okay. I've heard that story before. But the movie itself as a whole, Julius Curry was so awesome as Sho'nuff that I think the reason why he got that role was a kind of, I don't know if any remembers this. There was a show though that didn't last but 2 seconds. It was called 10 Speed and Brown Shoe. And Jeff Goldblum played detectives. Jeff Goldblum knew martial arts and stuff like that in the story. And he was very charismatic in there. And then after that, I think it was a year later, then he got the role of Sho'nuff after that. So, but anyway, Curry was an awesome actor. I liked him anyway. He had a great sense of humor, very commanding the presence and everything. I just enjoyed what they did with the whole movie as a whole. It just, to me, and I know you guys can agree with this. Like we said, we just talked about it. When you're growing up and you look at things in life, and you're growing up and you got the bullies, you got the people that don't think you're this, or you got those that think, well, you like comics, you're a nerd. Who are you supposed to be? Blah blah blah. My dad always says, "Son, it ain't your time." Because I used to try to get ahead of myself. He goes, "You'll know when it's your time, it'll come." And the same thing I look at is with Leroy is like you said, Gojira, he was trying to overthink it. He tried to go. He made it harder. He made a mountain out of a molehill, if it makes sense.
Yep.
And so then when he realized, like at the end of it, he's like, well, wait a minute. After he started drowning him, he started drawing back to his memory, like, you look like a master to me. You are a master. It was only right here when the master told him. And that's when he kicked him. He goes, and I love when he come up, no more scars. And sure enough, he says, I am. And sure enough goes, he goes, what? And he goes, I am. And began to glow, and he laughed. I was like, now there's the confidence that was there. And so that's a great story to tell any kid who has a dream, who has talent, but doesn't know he has it. That's whatever person, whether it's your son, your daughter, a student, whatever, there's talent in that person. You see it. You do your darndest to try to cultivate that. And if you cultivate that, it will come out. And that's what I liked about what the master told me, that you have it. Just let it come out. Let it go. And so, it sounds like I'm being serious. I get so irritated when when you have talented people, like children or whatever, and you don't harness it. And that's what they did with Leroy. They harnessed when he realized it came out that he had that talent. But sometimes it takes a nudge to do that, or an encouragement. And so that's what I loved about the movie more than anything. I mean, it just encourages you. I mean, shoot, right now I was at the gym earlier today, Lone Wolf, that I was playing The Glow. I was playing Inside You. And I was playing The Last Dragon, because those get you pumped up, those get you psyched.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, music makes a big difference, and that's what it did in that movie. But like I said, it's a fun movie, and there's more to that movie than people realize. Even though it is a cult classic, it's comical. We talked about the funny parts. There's a lot to that movie that you can get from it and take from it and use it for life purposes. I know I'm starting to sound like a school. What do you call it? What do you call those movies? I'm starting to sound like an after school special. So never mind. Anyway,
Preach on, brother. Preach on.
That's just my opinion about it. Because come on. Sci-fi. Think about it, man. You wasn't going. You probably thought about doing something like this. Live, your stream and everything, and then you finally said, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go do it.
Yeah.
Here you are. These are the things that makes us. That separates the men from the boys.
Yep.
So. And that's what I like about it. So I'm done. But anyway, Bruce is an inspiration. That's all I'm saying is that movies can be an inspiration when told correctly. Even though it is a comedy, even though it is anything else, it can be something for anybody. Yeah. So
what's up, everyone? Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
From the movie, I just remembered it. There's one place you haven't looked.
Yes.
And there you will find the master. That's here. It's here.
Yep. That's why I kept pointing at him. Oh, remember the scene where he says, I'm going to leave now. He goes, well, where are you going, to find more quests for knowledge? See, Leroy's still thinking, I got to do more. He goes, no, I'm going to go visit my sister in Miami.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's a great take. That's a great take, Linwood, my brother, man. Like Film was saying, man, preach it, man. Preach it. Preach, Reverend. Freaking preach the word. Preach
Y'all need to stop.
brother.
Y'all need to stop.
Yeah, bro. Hey, man,
I don't have to say anymore, man. He said it.
Yeah, it has I know what you're referring to also with Gojira 5-1 and Pimp Daddy, Linwood. It has a message. The film has a message that look deep within yourself. If you can put your mind to something, you can fucking do it. You can do anything.
Exactly.
That's like, I know that's pretty much what I mean. And I know it has a message, like you guys were saying. It does have, maybe some people may have thought it was a hidden message, but it's still like, maybe it was like just Leroy was still used to always seeking knowledge and being given knowledge when he had already surpassed everything. He surpassed his master. It's like his master was trying to tell him in the most calm way and not try to just tell him, you know what, I've already like he said it before, like in the beginning, I am no longer your master. I've already shown you everything. Like I've already taught you everything you know. Now this path is something you have to do alone.
Correct.
Like look for it. Look, I know that because that's what I've done. That's what I had to do. It took me a long ass time, but I had to do it like kind of like in a similar way that you can't always be depending on people giving you knowledge. You gotta go out there and look for it. You gotta find it yourself.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you, brother.
Yeah. That's just one. That's just one part. So now let's get to the film fanatic, bro. Come on, man.
The man himself.
Want to hear this?
Bring it on.
Because he gets philosophical sometimes too. That's why.
Stop it.
Come on.
Give
it to me, Confucius.
Preach it.
I am like a fortune cookie. Hey, I just noticed, he had to go look for some dumb goy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You changed the O to a U. What does that say? Some dumb guy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? So I don't know, like I totally agree with you guys when you say about the lesson, looking for the answer within. But for me, I got you need to build up confidence.
Right.
That's what Leo was lacking. He didn't have confidence with himself. He didn't see that with his obtaining the last patch, which is the last dragon, right, from his master, and he had to go off on a journey to find that. And I just love the little lessons. Like I said before, the inspiration, with Bruce Lee and how his teachings Leroy takes on, and then he passes on to his students. And in this movie, I love those one-liners, man. Yeah, like even with Johnny, his character is hilarious, man. He's like, Johnny, what are you doing? What you taught us? What you taught us? The art of fighting without fighting. Well, I mastered the art of fighting, not knowing how to fight. Oh, Johnny, man, it's crazy. Yeah, just those little things. I love the theater fight scene. I think we could all agree on that. That's when you first meet Shonuff, and his presence, like I said, his charisma just shows. And you get the different fighters that come in, and he just like wipes them away. Breaks that guy's foot and bites it off. And
classic.
Man, and then you see Leroy just walking away. Fighter. Right. Just great character. Young Ernie Reyes Jr. It's awesome to see a fellow Filipino up on screen as a young kid, and his father, Senior, is in this movie too.
Yes, he was.
Senior. He was the bad guy that he's fighting at the end, at the fight scene in the studio. So he makes an appearance.
Oh wow! I didn't know that.
Chaz, you guys remember Bronx Tale?
Yeah, he's in there too.
Sonny, Chaz,
he's in there too.
Played Sonny in Bronx Tale. He's one of the hoodlums, one of the Eddie Arcadian's thugs that try to kidnap Laura Charles, and also William H. Macy, who plays JJ, is in this film.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he is. You're right.
Yep.
Correct.
Young William H. Macy. So he makes an appearance. But yeah, this film is just, I could watch this again and again and really take a lot of stuff from it. I watched it on subtitle the other day with subtitle, and when Shonuff comes in with his crew, dude, they had the audience talk, like roasting them. When they come in and they line up in front of each other and they're doing like some patty cake thing. So some guy in the scene is like, look at this patty cake shit. I just love the film, man. I just love the film. Great fight scenes at the end. But what I wanted more was to see a Ty Mac Leroy training montage. Not just the
I agree.
beginning, but like in the middle,
Yes.
preparing himself to fight off, show enough, and to get the glow. That would have been great. But overall, awesome.
Yeah, man.
Well said, my friend.
So, yeah, bro. Well said. Well said.
Gee.
I mean, like, yeah, man. That's like freaking. Like, I mean, like you said, you guys. I mean, I don't even know if I'm gonna have to say anything, man, because all you guys are already pointing out the good points of the freaking film, man. So it's like, shit. I'm trying to think about something that didn't come out in the freaking movie or that I don't remember. But no, man. But it's good. So now let's get to. I'll go last. So let's get straight to some of the
man
more
himself.
memorable parts with Lone Wolf, and then we'll go to me, bro, and then we'll wrap it up and stuff like that, man. So go at it, freaking Lone Wolf.
Take your sword out, bro. Let him have it. Yes, sir.
There's a couple scenes that I like in the movie, like the part when Film Fanatic was talking about the thing with Johnny, saying the art of fighting without fighting. Well, then he mentioned about Asian people. People get intimidated by Asian people,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
A little scream, lots of attitude. That was hilarious. And he ends up getting kicked in the face.
Yes.
He falls flat.
And Leroy tries to tell him like an inspirational quote. He's just like, huh? That was funny. That part, and then that end scene, within the dance hall, with the music blasting, and Johnny showing his potential with the nunchucks.
Yes.
And when Johnny gets knocked out by one of Shonuff's goons, and that's when Ernie Reyes Jr. shows up, starts fighting. That was cool. That, and then of course the last fight between Shonuff and Leroy, pretty much showing his glow that he can actually prove himself now, pretty much he leveled up, took all that knowledge from his master, from what, Vanity told him about looking like a master. He finally found his calling.
Yep.
And then he received the glow and started kicking ass.
You string bean, Rick James looking.
Oh, yeah. No, wait. Wait a minute. The scene where he says, everybody keeps hearing these BS stories about the Wassa legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catching bullets with his teeth. Please, wait. And then after that, he goes, when Leroy was talking about the path to enlightenment leans to, what?
Huh?
What did you just say? See, man, that's mumbo jumbo like this. Oh, my God, that was fantastic.
Or when his little brother was telling him, he's like, you got to know the moves, baby. You got to know the moves.
Yeah.
He's like, huh? What do you mean? What are moves?
He makes Leroy like put him on the
good
back.
thing, isn't it?
And he's like, I want you to teach me some moves.
Yeah, they did. Hey, look at the cornball.
He's like, hey, ain't no cornball.
Yeah,
He is the master.
Hey,
Well,
what do
that's
you look
another
like?
thing, isn't it? That's another thing
What
you
do
could
you
say
look
is
like?
great about it is the script and the one-liners and, just the dialogue between the characters. It's just genius, now that
I agree.
I'm thinking back at it. I'm going to have to rewatch it after this stream. I'm going to have to find it, hunt it down, buy it, and rewatch it.
Yeah. You know what would be fun? For us to buy out a theater and watch it like how they watched Enter the Dragon in the beginning of the movie. Us watching
that'd
the
be
Last
great.
Dragon.
Oh, I'd love to see it
all
on the
of
projector
us,
screen.
and just us just saying the lines. That would be fun.
That'd be great. It's like they do Rocky Horror all the time,
Oh yeah.
Or
For
the
sure.
room.
But it would be the Last
The Room,
Dragon
right.
who could do that.
Because I mean, you know what? I'll just I said, I'll make it quick, man. The one-liners were crazy, and I was gonna say just like what Linwood said. the guy catching bullets with his teeth. Catching bullets with his teeth.
Happens
And
every
then,
day.
like I said, I won't say it because I want to hear Linwood say it, man. But it was hilarious when I didn't know.
I'm just gonna say, yeah. He said, please. I was rolling. I was like, wait a minute. I said, what about the part when he started breaking his hand? He's like, mother.
Yeah. And then, but like, I'll say like about the deeper parts of the film, man. Like the one that got me, the one of the deeper parts that got me is when he finds out that when Shonuff goes to his parents' pizzeria and they trash it, and like his own brother calls him a coward, and then he freaking starts crying, and his mom hugs him and shit. I was like, damn. I was like, it had a little bit of everything. It had the drama, it had the freaking suspense, it had a lot of comic relief, man. It had plenty of comic relief. And it is based as a comedy, but you know, it has its dramatic parts.
Right.
But then the one where he's willing, man, when Shonuff shows up to his dojo, and like he's willing to kiss Shonuff's freaking Converse just so his student won't die, just so they won't kill his student, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's freaking like I was like, fuck, man, that's freaking like that's when you know a guy's dedicated to his craft, dedicated to his pupils, dedicated to what he stands for. You know, like that was like, yeah, man, that's the kind of stuff that you know that really like took a hold of me and stuff like that. The basics of martial arts, like you said, you know, I have a background in martial arts, stuff like that. So, and teaching, I have a background in teaching, so I know how that would feel, you know, and
right,
it's like, but man, but like I said, you guys made the great points, man. Vanity, you know, doing her job. Hey, well, Leroy, I'll show you a few things about, you know, the art of lovemaking. It's like, and motherfuckers say, no, just my friend.
It's not me. You liar.
When Vanity takes him to her apartment, she was all like looking at him like, "Are you thirsty?" And he's all like, he replies, he says something about like
Cox Crow.
Cox Crow, and then
if I have to go, the Cox crows twice, and then he runs into the table. I'm like, oh Lord, awkward rascal, you.
And did he say in the cars like, is it getting hot in here?
Is it getting hot in here?
And it's a drop top.
yeah.
It's a convertible.
And then like
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And then
don't go there.
The part, man. And then the part
I had to, brother. I had to.
Let it go, bro. You're gonna hurt yourself.
Oh man.
Lone Wolf was in the hospital. What happened? He had a heart attack. How? He was talking about Vanity. Oh, okay, I understand.
Yeah, they'll be like, yeah, we can see that.
Yeah, take these 2 pills. You'll be feel better in the morning.
Yeah.
She definitely helped with puberty. Yeah.
Oh Lord have mercy. You have man.
Don't forget, she was also an accident.
It was her, Elvira.
Yeah.
You know.
Pam Grier.
Oh man, she's still banging.
Oh my God,
Man.
Pam Grier, dude. Oh,
Man, Pam Grier make them listen. Pam Grier make cats and dogs want to live together. I'm almost saying.
Damn, dude.
I'm just telling you that don't make. I saw her in what was it? Not Fox Coffee. I said, "Good God Almighty!" I said, "Okay, I don't need this right now." I said, "I'm going." I was like, "My mother said, what you watching?" Older. Well, yeah, she got hotter. She was hot when she got older, but when you were a kid and you sitting there watching Coffee like downstairs at 3:00 in the morning, and your mom comes and say, "What you watching, baby?" Wait a minute. What you watch? Get your butt upstairs. Okay, Mom, sorry.
Yeah, Coffee is dope though. I like Coffee. I still got to buy that.
I do too. Because wait a minute, I think well, you know that Arrow has now a U.S. distributor, I guess U.S. site now.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Coffee and Foxy Brown are in the Arrow universe.
Are they re-releasing a bunch of blaxploitation movies though?
I think they are because I mean, Dolomite is now not Dolomite. Dolomite's with Vinegar Syndrome. Sorry, but I know Foxy Brown is.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Coffee, Friday Forrester.
Okay.
Now I don't know if they're releasing Blackula or not with that, and the double feature with Blackula Scream. I don't know, but I know those three there are on the Arrow title catalog.
Okay.
So I'm trying to. Now that I know that it have the U.S. distributor, I've got to I got to put my see if I can get me an order of that, and I got to order my Shaw Brothers too. I know you already did Lone Wolf, that big box set. Yeah, yeah, bro, I'm on it. Yeah, it's the check's in the mail.
Nice. Well, I'm hoping they do re-release Black Belt Jones and Hot Potato.
You know what? Didn't Warner Brothers do it? Because I have the DVD, the four discs.
That's what I have too.
Yeah, and with Black Samson at the end of it.
And Three the Hard Way.
Yes, Three the Hard Way. The Hot Potato, like you said, and Black Belt Jones. Now,
they could release those on Blu-ray.
They need to release the Tattoo Connection 2 again.
Man, it took me forever to get the Tattoo Connection, and I finally found it when FYE was around here.
Right.
I got a good deal on it, and so did I got a Black Samurai.
Oh, that is right. Yeah. Black Samurai. I forgot about that with Jim Kelly. Yeah, but I definitely do want the Tattoo Connection because I always liked that movie.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Remember the scene with Flash Legs?
Even though his voice was dubbed.
Yes, it was. But the Flash Legs, he's fighting with Flash Legs.
Bruce Liang? Yeah.
Well, yeah. No. Bruce Liang was the other dude, isn't it? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
I think Bruce Liang is like the king of kicks too, because he was also in Kung Fu Hustle. Remember? Yeah,
he was. But I think the other guy, I don't know what that guy's name is. Flash Legs Tan, I think his name is.
Was he like another Bruce Sportation star?
No, he wasn't actually, but he was fighting the boss at the end. He only had the white pants on. He did a lot of kicking.
Okay.
He was also, they always called him Flash Legs. So him and Jim Kelly fought, for about a minute. But the end, and wait a minute, the other guy, if I forget, the one guy that played the bad guy in the movie in Tattoo Connection.
Oh crap, man! I gotta rewatch it again.
He always played the hood or rat. If you ever know, he always plays the bad guy, and he's swole. He always swole. Like it's like
Bolo Young?
No, not Bolo. No, not Bolo. The bad guy at the end of the movie that Jim Kelly kicked off the ship.
Damn, I gotta rewatch it again.
Watch it again. The guy with the mustache. You look at the Wu-Tang Collective stuff on YouTube sometimes. You're going to see him in a bunch of movies.
Okay.
Always playing. Sometimes he plays the good guy more so, but he's all the heavy the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, yeah, I remember him. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry about that, Sam. Go ahead, bro.
Hold it. I was gonna say, so far we already talked about everything. We talked about Hard Boiled. We talked about The Last Dragon. All last thoughts we already gave because we already, like I said, you guys. I didn't say much because you guys already, said the best parts of the film, man. That's pretty good. And I would say nothing. And like I said, you know what? I didn't watch. I did remember this though. I didn't watch it until I was about 11. But I did see, like I told Film, that I saw Return of the Dragon first before I saw Enter the Dragon.
Gotcha.
So I saw Return of the Dragon before I saw Enter the Dragon. But so far that's it. Yeah, that's it for the Last Dragon. Badass movie. We all enjoyed it. We all liked it. I was gonna say if anybody still, if you guys still want to shoot the shit, or Matt, you have to work tomorrow. You want to hang out a little bit more, or we want to call it a night, or it's up to you.
Well, let me say this before I forget. I don't want to forget to say this. See, all my people are here. First of all, I want to say to all you guys, and I've been wanting to say this. Thank you guys so much for your thoughts and your concern of what I had to deal with, with the passing of my sister. I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. You guys were very, very supportive. My niece was, we were at the funeral. My niece goes, I checked my phone. I seen all this that, we were thinking about you and all the stuff from you guys on Messenger. And my niece goes, who are these guys? I said, you don't know about these guys? This is my crew right here. I said, it's the movie Dojo. And she was like, oh, really? I said, that's the way you, I said, yeah. And so I thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys for that because, like I said, you didn't have to do it. but you did, and I appreciate it. And like I said, and you can't beat having guys like you, friends like you guys. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
We
And my
appreciate you,
family,
man.
thank you too.
We appreciate you, no problem, bro. I mean, like I
Yeah.
said, we appreciate you as just the same, man. And like we all at one point understand what it's like to lose somebody, and it's
Mhm.
like I said, man. Like you got us, bro. When things happen, bro, you can contact me, you can contact Film, you can contact Lone Wolf, Pimp Daddy, Matt. Matt's Matt's pretty much he's on my streams a lot. You see him a lot, so he's also
That's
friending
cool.
a lot. Of you guys on Facebook and stuff. So yeah, man, we all like you said, once we get together, man, we get to know each other, bro. It's like
It's all
family, man.
good. By the
Yeah,
way,
man, it's like
Gojira, I love that collection back there, man.
No, thank you.
I'm going to rob somebody pretty soon. But I'm just saying.
Hey
But
guys, what do you think for our Gojira's collection? Golf clap? Golf clap?
Oh, thank you.
It's amazing.
no. What go? No. How do you used to do it back in the day? That was-
Gojira, I want that Mecha Godzilla, dude.
Thank you.
See, I'm starting to collect those figures too. I got a few. I ain't where you at yet, but pretty soon I'm gonna be, because I don't know where I'm gonna fit it out in my goddamn house. But it's gonna be, the whole house gonna be like all nothing but Godzillas and Mecha Godzillas and Megalons and everything else I can think of.
I've
So-
got
Those are all
got
good.
nearly all of the Godzilla versus Kong pops, which are all on the top there.
oh wow.
Oh my man, I got those Funko Pops too. I know what you're talking about.
I've got I'm still waiting for my Monster Art Kong and Godzilla to arrive. I still haven't got them because there's been so much shipping delays, shipping and
Ain't that the
importing
truth,
delays
brother?
because of this freaking coronavirus, that everything's backlogged. So
Yeah,
It sucks.
I haven't got it.
But everybody's no. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you real quick. Catch you, Pimp
No, I
Daddy
was just
goodness.
gonna say I haven't got anything else ordered, but like you, I would love to order some more. But it's just waiting to see what to order next.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna say. So, Gojira, you want to hang out a little bit more, man? You want to call it a night? It's up to you.
Oh, for me, it's 3 o'clock in the morning now, so I gotta get going.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
All right,
So
then,
you,
brother. What do you
Lone
call it?
All right, here it is.
Well, everyone, thank you for having me on. This was
Nice.
absolutely
Always
fun. You guys are awesome, every last one of you. And
Nice
hope
to meet you,
catch y'all
sir.
at the next one.
Pleasure
And,
meeting you.
I'll see y'all later.
Take
Y'all
care,
keep
All
Gojira.
right, then,
friend.
brother. I'll
All
keep
right.
in touch, brother. Thank you for
Gojira.
joining the stream, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
you're
talk to you again.
Take care.
Yeah, we'll still hang out. We'll shoot the shit a little bit more, man. And then, cause yeah, I keep forgetting, bro. He's in Florida, man. So he's like 2 hours ahead. So
Yeah. Hey, Lone Wolf, did you see this?
Whatever
Would
it
you guys
takes.
excuse me for a moment? I gotta use the loo.
Go
yeah,
ahead.
cool, man.
You bring it up closer, Ludwig.
I hope I can get it right, because I hate this little small butt phone.
Is that looks like
Thanks,
John
guys.
Wilson over there? Is that Don the Dragon Wilson?
Yeah, Dawn the Dragon Wilson, Andrew Dice Clay, and Fred Williamson.
Oh wow.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot,
little-
Ultron Kaiju, bro. Appreciate it, man.
Oh,
Thanks,
man, yeah, Ultron.
Pieces. Childhood treasures. Love the talk and insight. Condolences for your loss. Also wanted to hope you continue the discussions together. That we will, bro. We're still. I mean, I got a few medical problems myself happening next 2 months. I got a few freaking appointments that I probably won't do another live stream for like maybe another 2 months. But once I'll try for Halloween. Maybe for Halloween we'll try to do something, man. I'll try depending on
That'd be cool.
how many appointments I have. But no, but for sure, man. But I'll throw on Kaiju, bro. Thanks for the support, man. Especially supporting my channel, and and like I'll have these guys on a lot more, man. Consensus will be more based on what we talked about, more martial arts, more drama, action, especially action. But no, we appreciate it, bro. Thank you for joining the stream, man. So we'll shoot the shit a little bit more, man, and then what do you call it? We'll call it a night, man. So
Yeah.
As I said, it's Friday. I keep forgetting it's Friday, man. I was like, I thought it was like freaking
Hey, it's
I don't know why
Friday, Holmes.
Friday, vato. It's Friday,
Yeah.
vato. Chale,
It's
Holmes.
Saturday
Hey,
morning where I
Charlo,
am.
look here, man. I think it's Friday right now, you know. I enjoy
Well,
myself.
it's Saturday morning where I am. It is now 8:03 a.m. Saturday morning.
Oh, dear God, man.
Are you off? Are you off today?
Well, you know what? This shows you how dedicated I am to you guys. Is that I went to bed at 10 o'clock and set my
Oh, wow.
alarm to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, so I could wake up to support the
Man.
channel and to listen to his talk the talk about the film. So what can I say?
Hell, I had to drive home with my dad. I was driving home and I said, what time is it? I looked at the clock and oh, wait a minute. I said, let me get on over here and get in this house. My neighbor's outside telling me, hey, neighbor, hey, how you doing? Bye. I'm doing nothing. I said, I got to go. I got a live stream. One of my friends he messaged me on Messenger and I said, I'm on live right now. He goes, what? I was like, I told him where we were at on YouTube. He goes, oh my God. He said, you actually on? I said, I know, right? I said, it's first. And he said, that's a blast. He's like, you guys are having a fun. I said, I know. We do. We have a lot of fun. Because we know, listen, here's the thing. It's nice when you can talk to people that get where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
What I mean by that is like, I can make, you remember the story I told Lone Wolf and Sci-Fi about I went on a date and I took her and we went to go see Aliens, the 40th anniversary.
Mm.
And the girl looked at me like, okay. And she said, okay, we'll watch it. And then we get out the movie. She was like, that was the worst movie ever.
Oh, wow.
And I looked at her.
Wait, what? Aliens?
No, the first one, Alien. Yeah.
Oh, Alien.
I looked at her. I said, okay, well, you ain't getting called back no more. She was in the, I mean, it was like she goes, I thought this movie was new. I said, no, it's not new. It's 1979. Oh my God. I'm like, oh. I just put my head down and said, well,
Get out.
no, I took her home, dropped her off. You coming in? No. I'm going home. Man. You have a nice day. I said, you don't get it. But I said, at least my boys get it. Somebody gets it around here.
Yeah.
You know what I would have done? I would have made her walk home.
Hey, bro.
What is ice?
Get out my car. Well, but I live 30 miles away. I said, well, hitchhike.
That's why I'm single.
You ain't right, bro. You ain't right.
Man, you ain't gonna put down Alien.
I know, right? Tell me about it.
I have a confession about one of the worst films I have ever seen in my life.
Uh-oh.
I finished work one day.
I got to the loo now, too.
No.
Ooh.
Well, I finished work one day and I was, there were two girls that now and then we used to go for a few drinks after work to chill.
Yeah.
And we're in this big place. It's like a giant entertainment place called The Gate in Newcastle in England. And it's got arcades, it's got bars, it's got restaurants. And right at the top floor is the cinema.
Nice.
And we're all having drinks. And we must have had 3 or 4 drinks. So, you know, kaiju goodness, I was on the sauce, so it was starting to hit us. And they suddenly just went to this, we're both. The 2 girls left me to go to the bar. So I go to the bar. The time I went to the bar and come back, they went, we bought cinema tickets. I went, hey, how you bought cinema tickets? They did it on the phones. All 3 were, they bought tickets to go see the first 50 Shades of Grey. I thought, 1, you do that. It's not my cup of tea, and 2, you do know none of that will interest me. So
you poor man.
Wrong sex for a start.
You poor man.
I'm sitting there in the pictures, and they're getting to the part where they're getting, it's supposed to be like in the middle of the film where it gets to like a bondage scene, and I go, you know what? I could write a better book than this. My sex life is better than this entire film. Mm-hmm. What the hell is going on?
You poor guy.
And
I'm
I
sorry,
left the
bro.
movie. I left the movie and they were like, that was amazing. I went, no, just no.
Mm.
It's a no from me.
Sorry about that, bro. I hate that you had to go through that.
Damn. It sobered you up real quick, huh?
Yeah, he probably had to wash his eyes out. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Well, put it this way, I had contact lenses in before I entered the cinema. I took them out.
God dang. Okay, that's bad.
I don't blame you.
So the
I'll be right
screen
back. I
was
gotta go to
quite
the news.
grainy.
I was like, I wouldn't need to watch freaking 50 Shades of Grey when I can just go to my ex-girlfriend's house and live that motherfucking shit.
Shut up, dude. Shut up.
Woo! And it's midnight here.
Be sure to tip your waitress.
The freaks are out. The freaks are out.
I was like, yeah, man. I was like, why are we gonna see 50 Shades of Grey when it's just rated R? When I can just go freaking live that shit, dude. Fucking XXXXX. Fuck triple
You,
X, just
sir,
do
are
quadruple X.
savage.
Well, the
You,
thing
sir,
is, I remember I went to a bookstore / DVD store with one of my exes, my recent ex. We were just chilling, checking out the movies and everything. And the other side of the area, they had books, right? So
Yeah.
the girl tells her boyfriend, "He's like, hey, babe, can you give me a copy of 50 Shades of Grey?" He's like, fuck no, I'm not going to buy you any of that shit. So my ex at the time, she's like, nice. So, we go on the book aisle and we see the couple that were talking about it. I was like, hey, man, well, you're the one that said fuck no to 50 Shades of Grey? He's like, yeah, that was me. My girlfriend, so my ex goes like, give me a fist bump, dude. Fuck that shit.
Nice. That's
I was
a
like,
cool ex.
That's funny, man. It's
Yeah.
like I tell people, it's like I tell people, man, it's like, oh, 50 Shades of Grey. A lot of people like it. Hey, people, it's, that's your cup of tea. That's cool. But like, like Pimp Daddy was saying, that's not his cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea because I can, like I said, why am I gonna watch something when I can just, like I said, I can when I
Well,
can just live it.
it's like the same
Twilight.
way. If a why can a girl watch or read 50 Shades of Grey, but they can't handle a thumb up the ass?
Yeah, right, right. That's the same, man.
Just
Like,
saying.
oh,
Don't start
comment
today.
from me.
Just saying.
Ah,
I mean, really,
no.
if you can handle 50 Shades of Grey, you can't handle a thumb in the ass? Come on now.
Listen, man. Honestly, though, what kills me is like people read these books. Because my cousin was reading the book. She's like, "Oh, this is so wonderful. I wish I would." I says, "You do realize that's only a book.
mhm.
Now, the real thing, I don't think you want that." Oh, yes, I would. No, you wouldn't, because you'd be crying to your mama after
Mhm.
you got done with you. But I'm telling you, because people look at it and they think, "Oh, this is easy to handle." No. First of all, ain't nobody whipping me anyway. Sorry,
Not my kink.
because I'll start reverting back and thinking of 1850, and I want to punch somebody. I'm just putting it out there. But anyhow,
For sure.
I'm like, what? They talking about call me master. I ain't calling what? Are you no? Are you no?
Mhm.
Yep, I totally get that.
Not the kid. Not today.
Right, but
Not today. Not today.
like, so it's 8:11 here in the UK. So I've made the
There you go, Lone
decision
Wolf.
that I need to get myself away and have some breakfast and get ready for the day. But I've had a blast. It feels great to be on another live stream with my homies. And of
Yes,
course,
sir.
I'm so glad that your first live streams went well, and it's been a blast watching and being a part of it. So
Yes.
keep it up, and hopefully I can be on the next one when I get time. But that might be for a while because I'm in the process of changing jobs.
That's right. Yeah.
And,
Congratulations on that, man.
oh,
Congrats.
no problem.
Kevin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
congrats, man.
Congratulations,
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Wish you
well,
all the
going back
luck,
to the
brother.
going back to the film, what we talked about, how that film where we said like the person always had the confidence and he always had the gifts, but he just didn't recognize it within himself until it was time for him to recognize it. I think
Yeah.
that's in general with people in life.
Amen.
think
I
in
agree,
life,
brother.
you get people that enter your life when it's the time that they're meant to enter your life, and you get people who leave your life, like friends or whatever, then leave your life because it's their time to leave your life for something else to come into your life. And I think when it comes to work, life in general, I've worked in retail for 17 years, and I got to the point where I was like, I'm fucking sick of this. I need a change. And I never
I
ever
love
knew what
it.
that change was. And then I just happened to see a job for the hospital. And I always, in the back of my mind when I was younger, I always wanted to either work on the trains because I've got like I quite like working. I love the busy environment of a train station, working on trains and stuff. And I always fancied working in a hospital, helping people. But I just never went for it because I never had the confidence.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last 2 years with the pandemic, I just thought to myself, like you see, it just finally hit us. It just hits you when you least expect it.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to myself, you know what? Fuck
Life's
it.
too short, baby.
I'm going to go for something that I wish I went for a while ago and just see if it works out. And I went for it and it's worked out.
Nice.
So, like you say, people have the gifts, they might have the skills, they might have, you know, everything, but you need to be prepared yourself. But like I said before, when it comes to friendships coming in and out of your life, it's the same with confidence. The confidence will hit you when it needs to hit you for that moment, for you to go for that goal. And once it's there, you know, good things will happen.
I agree.
Exactly, man. And you're
Just
doing
hang
your
in there,
thing,
brother.
bro.
Well said, man.
You're doing your thing, man. And like you said, like you got that confidence going, man. Ain't nothing gonna get in your freaking way, man. You set your mind to something, you fucking do it, bro. Fuck what anybody else says. I know you don't care because I know you focus on yourself, man. That's the whole point.
Right.
Thing. Yeah. Think about
And
your
there's another
family.
thing,
Think about,
Lenwood, I don't know if Lenwood knows that he even started writing a 6th issue Godzilla comic.
Nice.
Yeah.
yeah, you told us. Yeah, you told us.
No, I didn't know that, but I'll read it. Shit.
Yeah.
Let me know you get that done, bro. For real. Love it.
Yeah, I've wrote it. I need somebody who's good at doing the artwork.
The artwork, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you might get lucky. Matt Frank might say he'll do it for you. Who knows?
Woo.
You know, because listen, you know, listen, man. That's the thing I've said about that. See, you're doing it. Like Century said, you are doing it, and you just keep doing it. If you may every now and then you may stumble on it a little bit, you might have a little block, but don't give up on it. Just keep going with it, man. Because apparently, I always said this: if it comes in your mind, you're meant to do it. If it comes to you in a dream or a vision, you're meant to do it. So the way I look at it is, the Most High is telling you basically, and I always look at my dad always said a lot of times, my grandmother, she always said, when you get those things, somebody's trying to tell you something. So the main thing is, you see the vision, you know it, go for it. You're going to have some mistakes. You're going to fall sometimes. But you know what? You give it, like Steve Austin said, you give it the finger and you keep on going. Just saying.
Another thing I think of is life's a journey, right? And you set yourself goals, right? And it doesn't matter when you cross that finishing line, as long as you cross it as long as you finally cross it.
Yeah.
You know, there's some people that rush into things, and when they rush into things, not that they fail, but like you said, they stumble and they hit so many hurdles where sometimes you're not ready to start that race. And then when you do, you go at your own pace and you'll cross it. You'll cross the finishing line when you're meant to cross it.
That's right. As long as you endure to the end, brother, that's the end of the day. It ain't about how fast you are or how slow you are. It's how you endure. And if you endure,
go with the flow, man. I'm gonna bring it back to Bruce Lee. Be like water.
Let it
flow. You can't go against the grain. Just go with the flow, man.
Thank you. The water, wait a minute. Water, you pour it into a cup, it becomes a cup. Water can crash. Water can split. Man, you can do it. Man, listen. It's like my boy said, what was it in Dune? You can be like a reed bending in the wind. You may the wind may go, but you still are standing at the end of it. You may,
Preach, brother.
blow one way to another. I'm just because that nobody ever thinks about that. Think about that for a second.
Yeah.
Every tornado that you see happen in a field, does the reed go anywhere? No.
No.
It'll blow, it'll go down, but it'll come back up. You got to be. My dad always has always taught me to be flexible. Because if you're not flexible and you're just rigid, sometimes you have to be rigid on certain things, but sometimes you be flexible because anything might come up. Like you said, if you're right, you get a little block. Maybe you need to try another approach to make it work. And so you just have to just keep going, but be flexible in the midst of it all. That's all.
Yep.
Great.
And at the end of the day, you got us, man. They got your back and
You
supporting
got that right. And then if anybody tries to tell you no, they can get these hands. I'm just saying.
Man, I'll run them over with my car.
Do they not know who I am? This mess with me, I'll fuck them up. It's fine. I don't take no shit.
My man Kevin Lambert. Yes, sir.
Right. We know that's right.
You don't need Austin 316. It's Kaiju Goodness Pimp Daddy 316. I tell you that now.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
The bottle of bubbly. The bottle of bubbly.
Just tell him, brother. Just tell him, Kaiju. There can be only one. That's it.
100%.
Yes, sir.
Well, guys, I've loved talking to you, but I'm about to head off. So.
All right, brother.
Love you.
Stay safe, brother. Thanks for joining, man. Thanks for joining, brother.
We'll do it soon.
Kaiju
do
Pimp.
it again soon.
Do your thing, bro.
Sure, brother.
I'll let you later.
Stay safe, bro.
Yeah. Lone Wolf. Before I forget, man, I finally got Scanner Cop.
Nice.
I wasn't going to do it, but I said, let me watch it first because I hate to buy something and it sucks.
Mhm.
So I watched it. Okay, I'm buying it. So this Vinegar Syndrome is starting to become one of my best friends.
Nice.
I'm ordering all over the goddamn place. Anywhere I can get it, man. I'm like, was it Diabolic DVD, Ronin DVD, and Ronin? I'm just going everywhere trying to find what I can find. Man.
Well, I'm pretty sure you got movies from 88 Films, right? And Eureka.
A couple of them, but you know what? Because here's the thing.
I'll be right back.
All right, man. I was a little nervous of getting 88 Films because I don't have a multi-regional yet.
Yeah, I did a multi-region Blu-ray player because I recently got one. It wasn't that expensive. I got it off of Amazon.
Okay, now what kind should I? Now I've been wanting to ask somebody.
I'll be back too.
Say it again, Film Fanatic.
He's gonna.
I'll be right back.
He'll be right back too.
Okay, so Lone Wolf, tell me what's the best one to get, man?
For me, I got the LG.
LG multi.
Yeah, I'll send you which one I got. I think I still got a screenshot of it. I'll send it to you.
4K multi-regional, or is it just regular 4? Is it because I want to get the 4K multi-regional Blu-ray player?
Let me check for you right now, my brother.
Sure.
You want one with Blu-ray and 4K?
Yeah, because I got it for 4K movie. What the heck? I mean, got a plan.
Okay. Let's see. Because I got the regular Blu-ray because I'm not upgrading to 4K for a while. Well, I just have a regular HD TV, so I'm happy with that right now.
I mean, you know what? I get all Blu-ray, but sometimes some of the ones that come out, like the box sets, some of them, unfortunately, some of them just come automatically. They're 4K.
Okay. Well, there's a Panasonic. There's a Sony one for $209.
Okay, Sony.
And then there's a LG for $287.
Okay, LG, and then you said there was a Sony, and then you said also a Panasonic.
Let me see if I can see if they have a Panasonic one.
Oh fuck! Don't get old, man. Fuck.
Sorry, I'm already halfway there. Anyway.
I see. Well, the best brands I could recommend is LG or Sony, but LG hasn't done me wrong so far. When it comes to,
I'm gonna check that out in a couple of weeks because I gotta take care of a couple of things. I started getting
Eureka Films off of because of my already region Blu-ray player. I've been buying Eureka Films and 88 Films because I won a contest from Samurai. He gave me a copy of The Young Master.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, in a contest.
How much did you pay him to win? I'm just kidding. Go ahead. What?
How much you pay to win?
How much you pay? Huh?
I know, right? I had to eat his flubber for him, so that's why he lost all that weight.
Oh my God!
How much did you pay to win that? How much did you pay to win that contest?
And you heard what I said.
Yeah, I
right?
heard what he said. That's why I looked at him and said, "Okay."
Hey man, that Crisco tasted pretty good, bro.
I listen. Hey, Crisco can be used for a lot of things. You know, I'm just gonna put it that way. In
What
fact,
the hell are you guys talking about?
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I just went to go get a drink and you guys are.
No, so but for real though, he did a contest, like a Blu-ray giveaway.
okay,
So he was giving out Snake and Eagle Shadow
okay,
from 88 Films and the Young Master from 88 Films and the Swordsman regular.
ooh, okay.
So, he's like, all I want you to do is just, send me your address and tell me why you like that film.
And you
So
you broke it down.
yeah. So I wrote, the Young Master because I love Jackie Chan films and, I've always wanted to see it. And he's like, okay, you won.
You know, since you brought that up about Jackie Chan, I don't know if you probably know this already. Criterion is bringing out Once Upon a Time in China.
One
all
through
all
four,
four.
right?
Yeah, all 4 films.
And Once Upon a Time in China and America included.
Right. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be patient because, see, Throwdown comes out also by Johnny Cho, I think either at the end of October or in November. So, I always want a deal. So I'm waiting for Barnes & Noble to have their 50% off plus the additional 10. And I'll order Once Upon a Time in China and Throwdown at that time. And then I'll get it for next to nothing.
You know what? That's a good way of thinking because I don't buy Criterion movies like full price. I wait till when they have that 50% off sale.
Man, you ain't lying. Listen, remember I told you about that Zatoichi box that I got?
Mm-hmm.
I got that through that sale.
How much did you pay for it?
I paid $98.
Man, I had to buy it on
98
eBay for $133. I got it for $133.
That's still not bad though. That's still pretty good though, Lone Wolf. That's still good. I just, but I just happened to late. I asked the lady. I said, "Hey, man, how much is this?" So I thought, how much is it going to cost me with my 50 and additional 10? She goes, $98. I'll take it.
Yeah, you got yourself a steal right there for all those films.
I think with tax, I think it came like 105 or something like that.
That's still a good.
But I ain't crying. Shoot.
Me neither. I was surprised because remember I told you when I was going through Amazon. You know
what? Do me a favor, dude. Let me hold on real quick. I don't want to cut you guys off real quick. Let me just end the stream, man, so we can talk we can talk outside of it. Yeah, because we're going on 4 hours.
Oh, I forgot. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
It's been that long. My God.
Yeah, so let me just end the stream, man. But but so far, man, like I said, there's also replay value on StreamYard, so a lot of people know that, and I would just like to thank everybody who joined the stream: Samurai, Alteron Kaiju, Pimp Daddy Goodness, Jad, Enid, everybody. Yeah, homeboy from what do you call it? Christopher, whatever. And yeah, man. Like I said, just like to thank you guys for joining the first live stream of Consensus, the new series that I just started. This is number 1. And like I said, hopefully in the next 2 months, we'll have number 2. And besides that, guys, I really appreciate having you guys on this, man. This makes just having you guys on makes my just makes me feel much better about it. Makes me more comfortable, especially on my channel. We talk everything now. It's just getting it. Now we're just talking everything, man. Not just sci-fi, not sci-fi horror. We just talk everything. And Consensus is the best way to expand the genre of everything as we all come to a consensus and agree on what we want to watch, what we want to talk about, and stuff like that. So
thanks for inviting me too. Shoot.
No problem, brother. We had to have you on. We had to have you on because we hadn't seen you. We haven't talked to you in a while, especially with everything you went through, man. And instead, I just like to thank my guests, the Lone Wolf Ronin, the Film Fanatic, Linwood, Preacher Linwood. So thank you guys for watching. We always keep it raw and real. So we hope you guys have a good night.
All right, guys.
We're out.
Peace.